Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Hey, one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. Alright, I'ma keep it general just like the army. Most real niggas know most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just act Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If that don't make you believers, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learn all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to bonk at a dog, but I don't bonk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost in the beginning.
Trace the root. Trace the root.
Those are very powerful demons.
I'm talking roots, nah, you know what I mean? Like that shit.
Ooh,
call them that shit, nigga. Envy
did.
and fucking envy. What I just I'm losing. I'm getting high.
For the love
Ego.
of money.
Envy and ego are demons, dog.
They're the real demons.
They are specific demons, dog, and they're there to fucking tear niggas apart, son.
Yep.
And niggas allow that shit, and niggas or make the fucking space for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you make the space for that shit by not communicating, not being real. He-heeing over here or he-heeing over there. When they got a group of motherfuckers, we can all just run that shit and get the shit together.
That
get
creates
shit right.
a nest for bullshit to fucking breed and fucking reproduce.
Yeah, it's true. Sometimes people don't feel like though they get their point out when they try to talk like that, when they try to speak up. I figure like it's always a constant battle to express themselves. When, you know, sometimes they just want to try to talk.
Well, maybe you should practice getting your fucking point across.
Or once again, in a meeting setting, there's always a sergeant at arms. Once again, delegating roles.
That is very true.
You feel me? Niggas want to talk. Niggas want to talk, dog.
Niggas should know these things. Most of us are in type of a group structure type of shit.
And there's a lot of knowledge that's out there, even from your fellow man, that if you just humble yourself and ask your fellow man,
yes,
it's there. You feel me? Like in the situation we were just talking about, motherfucking leader, I feel like, let's say if I say for me in specific, there's a lot of shit I know. Come run it, let's talk. You never want to do it. Avoids, sugarcoats, fronts. When I got all this shit that if we just sat down and if you really want to talk some real, we could be on. More than sure Devin the same way. If you holler at the people in your circle, you never know what you can get. Especially if in previous times, motherfucker showed you, nigga, yeah, I know this shit. Or I got this shit. Or I steered you in the right direction this time, son. Why ignore that because you have an ego or insecurity or something that's not good leadership skills? Then once again, business and personal. You can hate that motherfucker. If that motherfucker's talented and y'all getting forward together, let's get forward together, dog. It's business. It's business, dog. But all that other shit, all that other, it's a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, dog. Communication without it can fuck up a relationship in any kind of ship you in.
Oh, really?
And but you know, communication is a funny word because how do you properly communicate? How do you know what's proper communication for you, for them, what you receive, what you accept, what you speak? You know, how do you communication is such, to me it's an art form, and for everybody it's a little different of how it works. But I think that it's hard, to just like off the dump with communication with just anybody starting off, especially even when you do build with a group. It's kind of even hard then because then you get to figure out who people are. You'd be like, man, where this communication could possibly lead to, because I still haven't figured out how can I not lead it back to where it's always keep going, and probably that's on the person. But communication is a funny word to me. It's like how do you really communicate?
First and foremost, you try. Secondly, if you're a leader, I don't give a fuck how hard it is.
Right.
You decide that you want to start something. So you got to take everything that come with that. It's gonna be hard. That's the point. But if you call yourself a leader in the game, or you trying to, as a leader, it's your job to delegate and to put people in positions and to create a space where a nigga can communicate. Once again, even if you gotta assign somebody else, like I said, a sergeant of arms, or when this nigga do this, when this nigga speak, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck, even if that makes the business go forward better. You know what I mean? You gotta know how, you gotta make, sometimes it's not even about you doing anything, but making a decision to give it to somebody else. Like, you gotta run this part of it because I'm not able, and being recognized, or when you're not able, or when you freaking compromise, or when you bias, you know what I mean? It got a lot of shit go like this.
There's a lot that goes into.
I'm gonna judge a leader differently from a soldier, straight up. You know what I mean? Like the soldiers, if they feel I'm gonna have a different perspective. But if it's the head motherfucker or one of the head motherfuckers, son, I'm gonna be looking like, I don't want to hear your excuses, son. You gotta get this shit done.
You are held to a very certain standard.
For real. But like you said, in general, dog, like, you know what I mean, you got it. Even if it's not gonna be easy, even if what you're saying ain't most popular, dog. If you got it to say it or swallow it and fuck it, because motherfuckers be playing two sides.
You have to come from a place of service too. I think, you know what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be honest, but it's really all about where you're coming from with it. Like, are you trying to like help, or are you just trying to be right? Like, are you just trying to like lord your knowledge over somebody? Like, what's the point of what you're trying to say? Like what is your actual motive for saying this? Like, when you say it, is it gonna like help it overall, or bring it back overall? Because it's gonna be on one side of the fucking fence. Like, it's never like some and fucking, like, it's some and some, but there's one some of it that's just a little bit fucking more. And if that some is the BS, then you know not to say or do what the fuck you want to do.
And everybody is liable to have BS. You gotta be able to check maybe what I'm thinking about, maybe what I'm saying ain't even helping nothing.
Right. Introspection. Also. Like, people really don't look at their own BS. Like, it's very similar to like smells. Like, nobody can ever smell their own fucking stank, you know what I'm saying? But everybody around you can. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
At least a lot more than you do.
Yeah, like way more than you. But you think it's totally fucking fine. Like, you don't even think about it, really, hardly, because you can't detect it.
And have receipts. I'm like, nigga, you gotta be able to prove your point, because I'm one of the people, you ain't gonna just tell me no bullshit, and I'm gonna pretend like it ain't bullshit.
Right. Keep your speculations to a fucking minimum. Like, come with, like, actual factual shit. Like, you know, don't speculate. I don't know, dog. Like, it's so fucking layered down. Like, there's so much shit to it.
Because I'm saying communication, sometimes feelings can miss being factual, but still be real, still feel hurt or whatever.
Can't.
That's different things.
Yeah, like, dog, like, you cannot mitigate how people feel or react to what you say. Like, when you try to do that, that's when you start to like lose your fucking integrity. Then your communication becomes very ineffective. You know what I'm saying? But if you say things like, and you're trying to control like how they feel about it in any sort of fucking way, and not be like totally honest about what you're saying, then it's not effective from the outset, no matter what you intend to say, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a big part of honesty about it too, dude. Like,
honesty with self, and also being able to see the other person's perspective.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
But you can't control how people are gonna like react to anything that you say. You know, like, don't even try to mitigate that. Like, that's not your job, because once you do that, you're like changing how you want to say it or think it, really, and that's basically lying.
And like with that, what you just said, like, there's a difference between my feelings being, man, I feel like you don't respect me, versus I know that I didn't watch episodes 1 to 15. I documented every single time that motherfucking Oshun say baby or fuck or something, and I counted, you know what I mean? It's about good 30 times she did this slip up, and I can prove it. And that's two different types of issues. One is legitimate. I just this person to person issue with you. You feel me? I got reasonings. I got memories and shit I can bring back. But boom, 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 boom versus no nigga. I got stats. That's all I'm saying. If you can't get stats for it, it's not a stats conversation. But some conversations are stats conversations. Yeah. And if you ain't got stats, don't come running with some shit. Like,
don't come with your emotions.
Unless we're having an emotional conversation about emotions. You know what I mean? Those are two different things.
Numbers are the most non-emotional thing there is. So, you know.
Yeah, but I've seen people put emotion behind numbers of reasons why, and excuses or examples or definitions of why those numbers are those numbers.
People do all things.
I'm going to say, 1 + 1 is 2, no matter how we feel about it.
You talking about a freaking organism with people, the shit gonna be flawed. But if you talking about how to make things better, these are the ways how ideally to make things better. I can always call a fucking this a time when
right. There's fucking anomalies for fucking centuries,
dog. But if the main thing was this is how it's organized, this is what it is, this is what we sticking to, this is your role, this is your power position, this is what this is what's expected of you, this is but you're gonna have problems within that, but less. You always gonna have problems. You can't eliminate problems.
Without communication and structure and foundation, it all falls apart, right?
Sometimes motherfuckers at the foundation didn't even build no structure.
Right.
So then the
building foundation is flawed. Right.
You get built on fucked up foundation, and then it's like all these issues pop up that should have been fucking nipped from dump. You hear me? Some people when they first start a business, dog, they write down every fucking situation, every delegation, every whatever.
Work out every possibility.
And motherfuckers stick to that shit like a Bible. You know what I mean? We all learn that shit in theater management class. Right. You feel me? How to have the fucking what's your I can't think of the word.
They're like
your
board of
your mission statement.
Yeah, 501c3s and shit like that.
Everything broken down to a point where if anybody like
basically your foundation.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Everything that your company sits on.
But especially that mission statement.
I'm about to say the mission statement really.
That was a deal because you always could go back to that shit. Like, okay, this is what we stand for. This is what we represent.
If you ever lose your focus, just
this
go back to the mission.
This is what it is, dude. Right. But a lot of organizing. But you know, what I mean, sometimes. It's not going to be perfect. Sometimes things don't start perfectly. Sometimes you get caught in the whirlwind. Sometimes you didn't plan for something to be as big as it is. There's all kind of issues, but there's never a point where motherfuckers can't regroup. There's never a point where motherfuckers can't come to Jesus and say, this is what we're going to do moving forward. Yeah. But if you don't have that conversation, if you just do things random and nobody really has a grasp on anything, you hear me? Everybody got a whole bunch of different ideas about a whole bunch of shit, you can't move forward, nigga. You're going to stay stuck. You feel me? Because it's too much everywhere else. And nothing really getting nipped. Even like I say, like you had this idea we was talking about this other thing we doing. You feel me? I don't agree. That's your idea, right? Even if we went with your idea and we rock with it, if that's the decision, that's the decision.
Right.
But it can't be 1 week this is what we doing, the next week this is what we doing, and the week after that this is what we doing.
I think overall that's my whole point of it. And if anything, even if we don't do the idea that's mine, it can't be like that. Like where it's 1 week is this and 1 week is that.
Sorry.
And you described that very well because like that's overall what I'm really trying to say. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to be 1 week is this, 1 week is that.
But I'm saying this like on that topic, I like the way it is because it's freshness. You feel me? If we start boxing certain things, I'm on the level of telling motherfucker, well, okay, like you said for one of the women. You feel me? That's mainly what she do. Both of the women, they both got specific things they do, right? I'd rather nigga be like, okay, make sure you don't do nothing like that because that's very, very, very specific to them. You feel me? So there's certain stories I won't touch because I know that's very, very specific to them. But some things should stay general.
Yeah, some things should. I ain't gonna lie. Some
you know
things
what I'm
should
saying?
Stay general.
Some things should stay very general.
That does make the freshness of it.
You feel me?
I definitely agree to that.
If you tell me I can't find nothing that's comical or I think it's funny, I'm gonna feel stifled. I can't just be the nigga that he just gotta get the serious shit. No, nigga. Right. Sometimes I'm gonna want to get something that's fun. So
like once you box something in, then the listeners will basically
you get predictable.
You
get
predictable, and that's really bad for any sort of engagement like this.
Feel me? I like if you think we'll come this way with it. Oh, this is what I got this week, and as long as it don't stand,
the audience get.
You know what I mean? And there's so much shit that can be out there that, you know what I mean? I would, like, if we was on the misbelief, I wouldn't want to be known as the social justice nigga. Because that means I only can look up social justice shit.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to be a fucking social justice shit all the fucking time.
That didn't sound,
you know what?
Too appealing.
By me voicing up this conversation, we got some good ideas of, like, how it could go without having, like you know what I'm saying? Like you said, if people just don't blend in too much of what's the other people's shit, then, but still keep it new and general for everyone. That's more of like where I wanted to go. That's how I saw it,
Man, dog,
but I couldn't thresh it out by myself. I had to speak that out to the group. I'm saying.
I hear you. I mean, and on the misbelief, dog, I ran it. Sometimes I kick stories at Jess, and she kicks stories to me. You feel me? If some sound like some Jay Steele shit. Here go this story. You know what I mean? Like, and that can be an open line of shit of, this seemed like, I like this story, but you got more on this story than me. You feel me? I can respect that.
We could do that. We could definitely do that.
I'm just saying,
that could be sent through a lot of shit.
I just wouldn't want to, like, completely be like, motherfucker, you can't talk about this, even if, because they got certain things. Let's say that there was a quote, like, let's say we in the misbelief realm, and I'm just, if I was the social justice nigga. What if Oshun, because sometimes Oshun come with some shit about housing and gentrification and shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit half the time, son. But that's something else that she like. You feel me? So I wouldn't want to be the nigga like, well, that's in my realm. So I'm gonna go take that. No, nigga, talk your shit. You feel me? So it could get dangerous. But
the thing about ideas, though, is that they can't get fully flushed out and worked out if you don't bring them forth to the table.
real. But you gotta be open to criticism once you bring them to the table.
Right.
Some people,
of course, dog. That's what's getting flushed out. Because the thing is, your idea ain't perfect.
I ain't talking about
I ain't
you.
saying me. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like that's the thing about like getting flushed out because it's an idea. That
Yeah.
bitch ain't perfect, dog. That bitch it might be good to you. Unless that bitch solid all around where everybody is a standing yes, then it ain't perfect.
but that's the understanding that gotta also be established from the top in any entity. You feel me?
Right. Like, I think everything should be subject to criticism.
But you know how some people come with the idea and they think the idea is the absolute. I came up with the
Well,
genius.
yeah, I mean, everybody feel like that about every fucking idea.
But what I'm saying is, but when you come in with your idea, you have to come in with some openness.
Yeah, like you gotta come willing to like workshop anything that you came up with. Like that's what every fucking body does. Like no matter who you fucking are. Like there's always a first draft that looks completely fucking different from the final one, son. Like
and can't take it personally.
Yeah.
If nigga ain't rock with that shit, or nigga couldn't make the shit work.
Right.
Because that happens too.
No one's an absolute artistic like mass fucking appeal genius. Like nobody. Maybe like one or two people. But
Take a village, as they say. You know what I'm saying? It take a village, dog. It take a squad, take a team, that take motherfuckers trusting each other.
Zuckerberg didn't cut he came up with the idea of Facebook, but it's the group around him that makes Facebook what it is.
look at his staff list.
That's any successful entity that you can name.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Any successful entity that you can name, dog. Ain't nobody doing it by themselves.
Nobody doing it by themselves, dog.
There's so much consultation going on across the board. Like, so what do you think?
But
I
we
don't know, what do
was
you
talking
think?
about groups though. Early, way at the beginning of this, we were talking about groups and why they break up. And you know, I also think that when you are very close with people, emotions have a way of playing with your mind off shit. Like rather than people that you work with that you don't really have no connection to. So
That's what I think is the fundamental problem with this whole shit we just finished talking about, dog. Like, you know, it's a really emotional reason that homie is not like speaking his fucking mind, because nobody's physically stopping him from fucking doing it. Like
we never on air said anything specific about anybody.
I'm just saying, okay.
the word homie was used, so it's all good.
Not
and
when we
homie
was
don't play
recording.
that.
Now I was recording. It's the first time that we actually
Oh, okay.
brought it to
Okay, all right.
I mean, that's true.
All right.
That's
I'm just making sure. Like, I don't want to, you know.
I mean, it's established that we ain't saying
Put
no
out-
names, but
put out things,
now
you
niggas
know.
know they just ain't having general conversation.
It was
Yeah.
gonna call it a story.
Yeah,
Even
this
the
is from
scary
a very
nights.
long discussion,
Yeah.
for sure. But you know, fuck, I forgot what the fuck I was about to say. Sorry.
Generally speaking, dog, you gotta be real about your shit. You gotta speak your mind.
Yeah.
You can't
Point
sit here and
blank.
hide behind shit if you're in a squad. If you want something to actually be better and not speak your mind, like it's never gonna be better.
Closed mouth don't get fed.
Don't.
That's a cliche.
And then and the famous line from Nino Brown, this business, nothing personal.
But you said with some real shit about how like that comes when you're doing business with friends and like you know what I mean with friends with family. It's a
How can it not get personal?
you know what I mean? I mean,
yeah.
and
How
like
can it not?
and unless there's established parameters in that, it's almost like a safe word. You know what I mean?
That's really how it is.
When it comes to certain shit. So it's like for me emotionally, like when it comes to relationships and shit, one thing that started helping me out was like it's like a valve I taught myself to hit, like it was a logic valve. You know what I mean? It like, because it's almost like if I'm mad, if I'm emotional, if I'm whatever the fuck dealing like with a woman, whatever, I often go to, okay, wait, hold up, pause. Okay, Like if I had to write it down, what's the and whenever I go there, I can always regroup my brain because I know I can always hit that valve and be like, okay, logic time. Like it's like a story time, you know what I mean? Logic time. Okay, once it's written down in a way, I can see it in a different perspective, and a lot of times it makes it easier for me to forgive things.
Yeah.
It's like the thing we often talk about, D. When I was like, man, like a lot of times people don't know this, but I will. If I'm by myself, I will review conversations or situations in my head to kind of be self-aware or introspect or check myself or even know it's like, damn, I was tripping then.
You know, I told that to a few people, like, understanding. Like, I told to DC, I said, man, you know what, dog? The thing about Martin is that he might batter you in the moment, but he gonna sit and think about that shit.
I'm gonna think about it.
He gonna go like he's gonna think about that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about it.
Saying?
Even if it's not a battle, but that happens in battles is definitely.
Yeah.
But even your average fucking conversation,
It's like you don't tune a nigga out,
nigga.
You know what I'm saying? You don't like it's there and it will be thought about.
But as part of it, like I got like introspection is so fucking important. I'll be trying to be as self-aware as possible. So even if I don't bring it back up, the next time I deal with this, I know, okay, I'm trying to deal with this differently. Or I got this now to go to because I didn't review this bitch 50 million fucking times.
That's the whole thing. Like, did you actually learn from the conversation?
So
and not just be in it, you know?
So I apply that to when talking business. You gotta have that valve of even with your niggas or even with your brothers, even with your sisters and shit. You feel me? Where it's like if it feels like it's getting emotional, a safe word or some type of valve needs to be hit to be like, wait, hold up. All right.
Right, wait.
Let's get to the logic, or let's get to the meat, or what is the fucking point, or where we're going.
Get to the real
What's
shit.
What's the root?
Right, what is the real shit?
What is the point? Because sometimes I feel like I hate being caught up in a pointless argument where I feel like this bitch ain't going nowhere and we're not even arguing about nothing.
Right.
You feel me? If we're going to debate and we're going to argue, let's argue towards there's a greater good coming here. So if we in business, even if we get personal, if we get emotional, is the greater good, is the at the end of this debate or discourse, because that's the better way to put it. At the end of this discourse, is this actually pushing the business forward?
Right. Is this helping or is this
or are we just two egos clashing?
Before we started recording it, when Devin was like, niggas arguing about what was it?
About Wendy's, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you're right,
example.
dog. I'm about to put all my energy toward arguing about Wendy's when this is stupid. You know what I'm saying? This is stupid. Wendy's is stupid. Even if I'm wrong or right in this conversation, the argument itself is stupid. It's I shouldn't even try to argue about this, dog.
Right, like we got energy to put into way more other complex fucking things than fucking cheeseburgers and their location of where they're fucking cooked. You know, like
right?
That's the way
I was like, because in my mind, I was like, you know what? I could have said that, still been wrong. Well, why would I need to argue about this if I'm wrong? All right, this is Wendy's, dog. This is not like a debate that's gonna like. It's not worth, dog, rebuttaling about anything, dog.
And I appreciated the fucking silence after it, too. I was like, yes.
Because it was like,
everybody had to
like,
fucking,
you know
like,
what,
ponder
dog?
that. You know, that's right. That is fucking goofy. And we almost went there, but we didn't. But we almost did.
It just couldn't be proven. Like, that's what my logic valve hit on it. When you said that, I was like, okay, logic time. I can't go back in time and prove what this nigga said. He can't go back in time and remember it specifically. This is not going to go nowhere, and there's no other witnesses. Okay, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like logic time. Like, I don't know.
Logically for me, I was like, this is cheeseburgers. Why, dog? Why am I always in these pointless arguments? Because the thing is, I throughout time, you know, I could say this. AlphaJoe been known to, you know, do some pointless arguments, dog, for the sake of being a dumbass. But then that's one of the times I was like, I can't catch myself in this, dog. It's cheeseburgers. These cheeseburgers, man.
Mm-mm.
Fuck Wendy's. Fuck. And wherever they made it.
And they go back to what you were saying earlier, son. Like, and they go back to what I was saying earlier, too. The thing that you were saying earlier was about niggas being too close at times. At any given time, like, and that specifically goes where, and that's also should be a part of responsibility if like there's more than two people. If it's me and you going back and forth about cheeseburgers, it'd be harder to go realize it's cheeseburgers.
Right.
But sometimes motherfuckers don't want to say shit, and they just let motherfuckers go
off about cheeseburgers.
When any motherfucking time, anybody else in the room could have just been like, yo. Just dumb, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Now, if motherfuckers ignore that shit, then the motherfuckers is wrong, and that's between us. But if there's, like, a situation where, like, we talking about grouping, you talking about moving forward, whether it's family, whether it's business, dog, at a point, they go back to, that's where I'm connected back to what I said earlier, the sergeant of arms. If we having a group meeting, and if it ever get heated, that person that's established as the sergeant of arms, when that motherfucker boom it out, both people got to stand. That's either you listen or you leave.
Yeah.
And that's also part of shit that got already been broken down.
Right, already.
But see, there's powers like on the wire with Idris Elba, because he had a sergeant at arms But when the sergeant's officer was like, yo, wait, that boy named String, your boy got the floor. Nah, this nigga too dumb to have the floor. What if you got a nigga like that on your squad that's like, nah, fuck that, what you gotta say, nigga, I run this shit.
You gotta get out. At business, dog, son, like when you get, if it's established that these the rules,
some shit's a dictatorship, some shit's a democracy.
Dog, I'm saying, dog, like at the end of the day, there's a head that got the final say in all things, dog. But we talking about specifically in debates, or we talking about this specifically in discourse, or specifically in arguments. You feel me? In a business setting, you feel me? I ain't talking about niggas, which it should apply when you kicking with two niggas. But in a bit, we all know we're here for business, not just to smoke. Right. And there's some shit that's going on like that, a real argument happening, and the sergeant at arms that we've all decided is that's what we all, because niggas signed for this and all that. If nigga ain't gonna respect that, he gotta leave, or she gotta leave, or the meeting just gonna be over, and that motherfucker that did all that shit ain't gonna be invited to the next one or whatever the fuck. But you gotta understand, dog, there's business and there's personal. And if you in a position where you lose yourself like that day, nigga, you gotta check yourself later that night or something. Yeah, because you can't on it. Because the other people in the group at a point gonna be like, we can't keep working with someone who can't respect the guidelines of business.
The business.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
you always get one. You give a nigga one, but you can't give a nigga 5.
Going back to Nino Brown, he gave his brother 1. After he got fucked over with that one situation of skimming money over the top, he said, "You fucked me on this next one, and your boy come out foul. I'm gonna kill you, money."
Two is a fucking habit, dog.
Dude,
period, dog.
Feel me?
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
I'm just saying.
Bow. You got to do that. You got to sometimes you got to cancel your nigga if he's being a fucking poison to what's growing.
Right. And once again, it go back to self-awareness, dog. If you gotta recognize if you the poison. Right. If everybody is saying, nigga, you fucking tripping. If like 5 people saying you fucking tripping, nigga, sometime that night when your shit calm down, you gotta be like, well, damn, man.
Maybe I was tripping.
You feel me? Like, why you thought I was tripping? You know what I mean? I be going there in my mind. I'm like, what?
Me too, dog. To a fault.
What was that? Like, dude, I'm bad at that, son.
You gotta check yourself or you wreck yourself.
For real. Let's get in this episode proper, man. We all right. Talking about everything else.
What a fucking prelude.
Oh my God. So welcome to the Fly with Bats podcast.
Hey guys.
Finally welcoming you guys. This is episode 54 side B. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Side B.
Yeah.
Side.
What you about to say? What you about to do?
Side butterfly. That was so fucking whack.
I would love to be I fucks with the butterflies though.
Yeah.
The metaphor. The metaphor.
The effect of them?
No, just the metaphor of, you know what I mean?
When
you the caterpillar and you go in a cocoon, and that's when you building yourself up to be your fucking best self as the goddamn butterfly.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It's like,
what happens when you the moth?
I don't know nothing about moths.
That's what happens when caterpillars do that too. The other caterpillars, they go out there and they become moths.
I don't like the moths because if you just touch their wing even gently one time, they can't fly anymore.
But I'm going to say this is all about transformation. You know what I'm saying?
It is all about transformations. But look what you transform to.
But some people might like moths. I never had an issue with moths.
They come out at night. They like fire.
I mean, sometimes you might get a moth confused with a butterfly. Like, if you flying and you was a fucking slug on the ground and niggas stepped on, I feel like you came up in some kind of way. You know what I mean? Right. Everybody can't be Denzel, but you could be a nice-ass motherfucking... What's his name on that? What you call it? Exactly. But I'll be that nigga because you know my face.
That's your boy. Oh, Keith Davis is his name. I had to look it up. Keith Davis.
Nice.
See, I can't even say Keith David no more because
who else can we do it
he's
now?
the lead on Greenleaf right now.
All right, so who can we do it to?
I mean, the point is, dog, you know what I mean? There's the difference between there's this nigga, I don't know who I have no relationship or no feeling when that nigga passed by. There's this nigga, it's your boy. I don't know his name, but it's your boy. Yeah, and then there's Michael B. Jordan. You know what I mean? If my transformation turned me into your boy, that's better than the no-name nigga I was before.
Hey, it's your boy Kid from Kid and Play.
that title for the shenanigans sounds like a fucking movie. Bats and D-Mac do L.A.
Yeah, we did do L.A.
That sounds like a fucking
Bats
movie.
Bats and D-Mac do L.A. Episode on fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I mean, we talking about side A ass shit, y'all. Yeah. And, you didn't even tell side A about your dream, which was really cool that you had when we was in LA.
Oh man, okay, yeah.
But just that actor guy, Martin Bass Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell it Mr. Out, or you ain't gonna find me. And if you put Mr. Bats in on Facebook, you ain't gonna find me. You gotta go by that government. But as usual, I'm here with my brothers.
You already know this your boy D Mac, the Dark Lord, and you can check me out on Instagram. That's FrenchBread.kid, and you can holler at my other brand. That's Ya Dig.
Ya Dig.
And you can follow that on Instagram at YADIG with dots in between, cause it's an acronym bit. And yeah, we here for sideB.
Passe wine, it's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roux. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on Facebook at Joseph Alphaman Pines, Instagram Alexander the Ape 3, and for sideB, we in this bitch.
Yeah, man, we in this thing here. You feel me? And yeah, okay. Okay,
So-
people texting me and shit.
Right.
But yeah. Yeah, D-Mac, dog, you had this cool, like, we was talking about the metaphor of the butterfly, dog, but I remember, like, we was in L.A., and what happened? I know I was just up.
What were we doing?
Cause
son?
you woke. I remember I was up. No. I did the movie thing on you. How high? I did the how high on your way.
Yeah. Which was so clutch, dog.
Think I was blowing the smoke in your face.
I'm fucking laid out. I'm knocked out sleep, dog. You know we high as the fucking just shit, right?
But like I got lightweight insomnia type shit. So like I usually
like
don't
you
sleep
was like
much.
up and down.
So like
bro.
yeah, so I was probably up since maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Cause it's like 6 or 7 in the morning. Like,
wigging.
I just up.
And that time slot so weird in California.
Right.
You think you New
Ooh.
Orleans time. No, you
Right.
2 hours earlier than that. You could take a lot more rest.
Right.
For real,
something.
son. But yeah, dog. So like, I'm fucking, sleeping basically. Nigga blow this big, stupid, dumb cloud of smoke in my face, and I'm just like laying over. I reached over my shoulder and grabbed it, and we started laughing. So I wake up, dude. I had this fucking dream.
First time this nigga he moved, though. That was the second gust of smoke. The first gust,
Oh,
first
really?
gust of smoke.
Oh, wow.
D-Mac,
That's the first.
D-Mac body twitched. It was like how about to awaken the monster.
I didn't know that.
You know what it is?
Oh my
That boy
god,
actually came in his
funny.
dream. That's what it was. That boy hit that in his
is
dream.
so funny.
my nigga body twitched. I said, oh, this gonna give me a second.
Oh, that's funny.
That boy should awaken.
Nigga say I activated him. Then I
Cause
brought him
I ain't gonna front.
unconsciousness.
I didn't expect your hand to come the second time because the first time you just twitched.
Yeah.
So the second time it just brushed over you, didn't move.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you must have didn't hit it, but then the hand came so slow. Like,
I was like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Oh yes, we smoking straight kill.
I'm about to go back to dreamland on this.
Fuck. Oh yeah, dog. Great time. But yeah, son. So, bruh, woke up out this fucking dream. Okay, I'm basically in the ocean on these boats. Like, there's like all these boats everywhere, right? With like people on them. So we're out in the fucking ocean. Like, it's kind of stormy, but not really. And for some reason, I just hops out the boat and I'm walking on fucking water. Okay, like I'm walking, I'm skipping around, like running back and forth, just like whatever. I'm running buku fucking fast on the water. And I'm like, whoa, shit, this is fucking great. And I look behind me at the people in the boats, and it's like nobody sees me. Like nobody sees what the fuck I'm doing. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm still in real fucking life. Like, man, I'm walking on fucking water. Like, y'all don't see this fucking shit.
He's like, I'm still in real.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy, dog. I'm like, nobody is saying anything about this shit. Like, I'm doing this fucking crazy shit. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. So I'm out there, and I just said, man, I wonder how high I could fucking jump. And I just jumped. I jumped high as the fuck, like a fucking trampoline or some shit, like on the fucking water.
Like Neo in the Matrix when he go up.
Something like that, I guess. But I fucking guess. But man, I fucking jumped up, dog, and I was like, oh shit, I can jump high as shit. Came down, landed soft as the fuck in the water. Like, just had complete control over this shit, right? I'm like, whoa, this fucking crazy. So I run buku far out into the water just to see like how far I can fucking go. And I go out there and I look down, and all I see is these fucking creatures, dog. Like these huge, like Leviathan, like Megalodon, Kraken type fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sand pit monster.
Yeah. And
That shit Godzilla used to fight.
yeah, right. All this
Lagoons and shit.
yeah, crazy
The
shit.
alligator that was in that fucking movie.
I'm like, holy shit, right? Like, I'm just looking, but they not doing me nothing. Like, they just lurking and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck. So I was like, okay. So I ran back by the fucking boat. Still, nobody says fucking anything. You know what I'm saying?
They're both full of white folks.
I can't even fucking remember, dog. But like I ran back towards them, and like when I got back there, I forgot what happened after that, and I basically woke up to Space Monkey dark matter weed.
So apparently that dark matter had DMT in it. Because you was on some truth. That's dog. Number one, you have a vivid, strong memory of that. You
That's
know how
that's the thing that got me.
I had to really think about it, dog. Cause like
No, nigga.
Nigga, no, you just told
when
a
I
story,
first told-
son.
bruh.
Live in action, like you was there. Like it's like when people have a safe thing in their dreams that when they see it, they know they have control of it. Like some people use a red ball whenever they see a red ball in their dream. They're like, oh, they know they're in a dream. They control their dreams. That moment, it felt like you controlled your dream. Like you was in that bitch in complete space and time in your mind.
This nigga came back with details. Like he woke up and told, like you just said, he and the thing is, he told him maybe with just a few more details in that. But like the fact, like you know, because you was like what you just said, you forget like majority of a fucking dream.
Yeah.
For real, I
Yeah.
can't remember shit or what about I took a dream about last night.
And I know I just was fucking like I told him I was like, bro, like I be reading up on like dreamscapes and shit because dreams are fascinating to me. I be wondering like what they mean all the time. So I was like, what you saying sounds like some of the like the type of things that come up when you look up shit. Like if you look like you've been dreaming about dead birds.
Yeah.
If
Like
you've
it
been
sounds like
about-
a theme.
If you dream about walking on water, there's a reason for that. Like, there's a reason that they come up with that because you might not believe they shit because it's all theory. But like all these little things you were saying, you said you walked on water and you flew, but people weren't paying attention to your, to you flying, and then you like
Yeah, that was very distinctive. Like, why would people pay attention? Like, why that was like that was crazy.
The
That was
whole
like,
deal
what,
was
is,
the
what does
metaphor.
this mean?
I
Like, what
was
does this
telling
even
him, I was on
mean?
a whole metaphor. He told a literal, but I'm like, dog, the whole deal of you being a person.
Nigga, this
niggas-
is a message.
People ain't paying attention to you, and you walking on water, they ain't paying attention to you. Then you fly on the asses, and it's like fuck them. And then you come down, you realize you got a whole superpower that you didn't even realize you had, and you doing like, dude, your whole thing hit me like, man, this shit deeper than what it is. Go Google that shit.
Nigga Googled it too, son. Like they say, like dreaming about like walking or like running on the water, like it has a lot to do with basically you're about to like really like do like something like major. You know what I'm saying? Like you're basically in complete control of like what's going on. Like basically like your fucking super mode basically is about to be fucking on or whatever. And I was like, oh shit. Cause like Martin said that first before I even like checked it out, and I was like, God fucking damn. And of course I've been doing it with the brand and shit, and like it's been going so fucking well.
But
and
you can find, you dig.
you dig. Why you dig? With dots in between? Cause it's an acronym.
Yes.
You dig. But like that's just been going so well. Like I bought me some new fucking equipment recently and shit. Like I'm about to like things are just getting better, and just the fact that I had that dream just about. Just being able to fucking do all this fucking crazy shit, yet nobody really notices, it's very interesting because, like, that's exactly how it started at first. Like, I had this fucking thing, nobody noticed it at first, but now people are really fucking, like, noticing the shit, you know what I mean? So,
I wonder also if, like, it's a metaphor. I wonder if you're going to have this dream again where it tells you maybe directly of, like, not who these people are, like exactly who these people are, but what these people represent more of like is this family? Is this?
I don't think that was the point. I think it's going. I think shit like that stay cryptic for you to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that was the case, you'd have to dream the next night. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes that happens where it's like you have a dream and then somewhere like if it's not the next another time soon, you have like maybe the continuation. But that one like just felt like nigga just dropped a poem on you, nigga. Figure it out. Haiku, bitch.
Haiku.
You know what I mean? Another thing you could look at is
walk on water, son. But the vision is still not clear for people to see you.
But it's for you to see, dog. And
But you see that you are a Super Saiyan.
And I feel like that's what it was about. You realizing your superpower because in that fucking even in the dream, you had to take in that you didn't even know that you could fly or walk on the water. You trip yourself out. So
yeah, like I had to like ask myself, like, man, I wonder if I can do X, Y, and fucking Z. And it was like, oh,
you
I
unlocked
can.
your mind
Okay.
like Neo in the Matrix again. Once he believed he could hit Morpheus, he hit Morpheus.
Why are you talking like you fucking your boy from Black Panther though?
Right. It
was Matrix.
It was like Japanese and fucking Jamaican. I was like, wait a minute. I just went from Tokyo to fucking Kingston. I don't know what I'm smoking right now.
This ain't no damn space dust monkey ball shit that y'all had. I wish I'd have had some dark matter asphalt. but
Let's get into this. So first off, shouts out to all the other podcasts and such, like the We'll Figure This Out podcast, the Misbelief Radio Show podcast, Triliterate podcast, Brooklyn Laser Therapy Noir podcast, Black Guys Next Door podcast, Brains to Bills podcast, Fuck What You Heard podcast,
Hip Hop Nerd podcast,
and
was it On the Lake? Is that what Sherelle?
On the Lake, yeah, that's Rel's podcast.
What's it called?
On the Lake.
Who she do it with?
I can't recall who she does it with, but they're getting it organized right now.
Oh, so it's not out yet.
It's yeah, but I mean, I think it's about to be out. So
see, I put my phone out ready to subscribe. I
was
like, what? Is it out? I'm about to subscribe. That bitch right now.
What's
I was like, word.
What's your boy podcast? Did you say it? Glorioso.
Oh, Talking Like Normal People.
Like
if you're an actor, you should listen to the Talking Like Normal People podcast. And I guess I will maintain, if you are somebody trying to get in the game and you want to know the game, that's a podcast to listen to. I'm always getting questions. Nigga.
Go to the fucking podcast.
Go to Talking Like Normal People. I even got a freaking interview on there of myself. So instead of asking questions on my messenger, go there and get the game, dog. That's one thing, because recently on Facebook, somebody put up, I thought Mark Caesar in DC was talking about how like podcasts aren't their thing and they can't get into it. And I understand podcasts and everybody's thing, but the thing about podcasts that I love is you got entertainment podcasts, you got news podcasts, but they're also podcasts specifically designed to teach you shit.
Right.
You feel me? Like you can get, well, no matter what profession you in, they got business podcasts. They got so many things that if you go looking, you can find exactly what you need and people talking about it and giving you the game, no matter in whatever regard. And that's one great thing about the rise of podcasts. It was something, because it was wondering, like, why has it been rising? I'm like, everything is cyclical. And just how like talk radio was a thing at one point, AM radio, and never really go away.
Right.
And then when you look at how
some of these radio shows are designed, they have some talkiness in it. You know, it's not all just music.
Look at YouTube though, dog. Like YouTube at first was just home videos, and
True,
now
right.
then it became a whole brand of And I think that's the
Tutorials
same with
and
podcasts.
guidelines.
When Podcast Versus started, man, I think it was just niggas just recording themselves, just doing AM shit.
Very niche.
But now, nigga, they got a podcast for anything you can name.
There's a
Anything you
podcast
can
world
name.
now.
It's a whole world. You feel me? So like, yeah, and that's one of them. Talking Like Normal People. Check it out. And also our partners at the Your 30, that's the Will Figure It Out. The Your 30 podcast
Your 30.
with Marty Edwards and the Arrogant Observer, the homies, the family. I know you just put up a new podcast. I ain't listened to it yet. So if y'all answered, who did we throw them? Oh, we threw them the Asian actress.
Yeah. What was that name?
Lynn.
Some Cole.
Something. Go check sideB. Go to the sideB. I forget what the person's name was.
Lynn
but yeah.
Cole something.
Something. Yeah. But like we have a challenge going on with them, 6 Degrees to Black Panther, and yeah, I'm very curious to see how they bounce back on that one. But yeah, son. So yeah, for sideB, man, we've been doing a lot of what's the word? You used to always say this shit. For talking, like we're gonna jibber jabbering. We're doing a lot of jibber jabbering.
Jibber jabber.
Nah, it's another word. I remember you used to always say, if it wasn't jibber jabber, it's this word that you used to always say, politicking.
Yeah, politicking.
We do a lot of politicking on this motherfucker. But let's get into the real sides. On the real sections. In side B, we started off with that ETOUFEE
of the day.
Well, we getting some of the harder topics that we couldn't get into on side A because we like to try.
That was the fastest we ever said that, but go ahead.
Try to keep that light. We still kind of get a little heavy because, we 3 black niggas with degrees. You can't have to get heavy sometimes. Mm-hmm. But after the ETOUFEE today, we get into that daily dose of America.
Which is your friendly reminder of just where you live and just who the fuck you be dealing with.
Ouch. Yeah.
You heard me?
Then we have that hero highlight where we take the time to shine light on someone who's doing good in the world of pure D, fuckery.
Then we get out here, man, for the next couple of couplers. So without even more dua, let's get into that ETOUFEE, man.
Brother got his first gun, he ready to murder. He out of control like it's swole on bourbon. I don't even drink, if I see you, I ain't see you. Nah, I don't even blink, nah, I don't even think that I'm here. But if I see you and I like you, I'ma smile. Is this really who I am? Then versus now, life is too wild. This shit is out of hand. I'm just trying to live, but y'all don't give a damn. I'm just trying to be cool, I don't wanna lose my work, lose my mind, lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Head first, I'm just chilling.
One thing I think we need to do, dog. Like I've been called gay as an insult at least 3 times over the past week or 2.
What are we in 1992?
Dude, I'm like, really, nigga? Y'all trying to insult me with gay like that? That's where we at with it. One of them was in this thing this dude, me and him going back and forth, something with gay rights, because it was under the article, but we're gonna get to it a little later about, you know, that our government sided with your boy who said he didn't want to sell no fucking cake to no gay people.
And I got something to say about that for the bacon actually.
All right, so we're gonna come, but like this dude's coming at me. He's like, man, you setting it up for gay people, man. You must be gay. And I'm like, is this 2000? Like,
No, it's not even 2000.
Like, nigga, like
1995.
So
I
cousin,
think I would have just put the laughing emojis and just killed it right there.
I said, I know that one didn't become a strong debate. That one was just like, I was like, really, dog?
Like, it was like question marks and like
you fucking
emoji faces
6-year-old.
looking up.
Like,
I said, how old are we, son? For real, you trying to call me gay as an insult?
Gay.
Your
mom's fat.
So if I dog, where I put my dick ain't. You can't insult me of sexuality. Like that don't make no sense. Like
son, anybody's sexuality is the dumbest thing ever.
It don't make sense. I'm sorry, I'm grown, son. Like you call me gay, even if I was gay, I'd be like, and if me not being gay, I'm like, and regardless, I'm like, okay, not her. Anything else you got?
And
like,
if I was gay, I'd be like, what? You a man? I won't fuck you.
You still can't match my point.
Like that's was like glaring admission of really not having a point about anything.
You got insult.
Like if you just go to gay specifically, like this year, like in 18, if you're still going there, like you have zero, like -10 argument.
Dude.
Like,
and the other one was in this other, because it was on this other, on my nigga wall, and I shared the similar thing about Morgan Freeman, and but like I'm thinking niggas coming at me about some shit, so I'm answering them because I always try to stand by nigga. If it's not on my wall, I ain't really trying to go back and forth with you because you just ain't about to have the last word on my wall. Now, if you saying dumb shit on somebody else's wall, I'll let you have your last word, whatever.
I delete you. You don't exist on my wall. I got the power.
I got the power of God.
Fucking right, nigga. You're gone.
So this nigga was saying something on the Morgan Freeman shit, talking about basically blaming all women, saying, man, well, if these bitches wasn't out, they all prostitutes anyway, trying to get the dick, and if they weren't dressing the way they dressing, or if they wasn't, they basically put all this shit because he was just standing up for Morgan Freeman. And I'm like, dude, once again, it's like, damn, nigga, 2018. You one of these niggas? Like
that lady shall wear her dress below her feet.
And it's the woman's fault that Morgan Freeman is flirting and all of them are hoes anyway if they could, and some other shit he was saying.
He's obviously a Jehovah's Witness.
And I'm saying, dog, and just because I was saying an opposing view, he was like, man, see niggas that look like you and talk how you talk, nigga, you must be gay. You must be one of these sweet fairy ass niggas. I'm like, so wait, because I can articulate myself and you can't go against my point. I'm gay. He's like, and look at your profile picture, man. This metro shit you wearing. He said that in another one. I'm like, son. I said, son, that's an African shirt though. So you already know your culture. On top of this shit, you just
shut your faggot ass up.
I was like, dog, I think, dog, we having a discussion about like
sweet ass, metro ass, nigga.
You got your shirt all over with your chest out, nigga.
You seeming like more the gayer nigga, son. Cause why you questioning if I'm gay or not off of nothing? Like why?
Got the headband there on, nigga, with your hair looking all nice and groomed, nigga. So like you take care about yourself, nigga. That's gay.
Like, dog, no, dog. Just off of how you talk. That's how gay niggas on Facebook talk. And like, dog, no.
I'm like, wow, compelling argument. That is compelling.
So I started clowning them. I couldn't even take it serious. I just started clowning.
I done made you feel like a dickhead.
Exactly. Like, I wasn't like, I didn't insult him back. I like intellectually.
Yeah, dog, like I'm gonna make you feel like a pure like asshole.
Idiot, son. It just got silly. But I'm just like, dog, go back to like, dog, 2018. Come on, grown men, dog.
Right,
come on,
guys.
We got to get past. Like, I get mad when I see like my little students I teach on that dumb shit. I be stopping class, being like, "Say, dude, unless you as a boy like another boy, you ain't gay, and don't be calling some other body else gay unless that's what the case is, and don't use that." I teach my little kids this shit.
Straight men.
So for you to be fucking 30, 40, however old you are, and that's your go-to because a nigga is opposing your view on some misogynistic shit or opposing your view on some straight homophobic shit, nigga, kill yourself.
Or at least get better.
One or the other.
I don't condone suicide, but fucking kill yourself.
It's America. You gotta do what you want to do around here.
And so I wasn't going. That's not how I was going to start with it. But let's start with that freaking case that the court said, the Baker situation. I know I got it.
Okay, so what is this?
All right, so check this out. This Baker, I forgot what. I think it's in Minnesota, right? Is it in Minnesota?
Colorado Baker.
Oh, yeah, it's Colorado.
Refused to make a wedding cake for a same-sex couple
due to religious beliefs.
Was it that lady?
No,
It's
it's
a
a
dude.
dude.
Okay, so it's like another case.
And Colorado said-
A 7-2 decision was a narrative grounds and left unresolved whether business owners have a free speech right to refuse to sell goods and services to same-sex couples. The case, we'll go say what you're saying, son.
Well, no, you can just.
I feel like you about to get it like the fast real nigga drop out.
All right,
You know what I mean? Like, you
this
just
is the
give it
fast
quick.
real nigga drop out, son. Two gay niggas and went in there to go buy a cake for a wedding. He told them no based on religious beliefs.
Okay.
They sued this nigga and went to court for it. The court decided in the favor of the baker based on decision of religious beliefs and freedom of speech of like allowing like, dog, if you really feel that this is your faith, how can you go against this? Like it's not separating religion versus state or religion versus government.
Yeah.
Back to business and personal. And they go on his quotes. He said, "It is hard for me to believe the government is forcing me to." I'm gonna just say his quote. "It is hard for me to believe the government is forcing me to choose between providing for my family and violating my relationship with God."
I'm glad
Wait,
they did. Oh,
wait.
okay,
Hold
go
up,
ahead.
what you said.
Also, he's saying that this whole reason of his art of baking is based off of religious belief. So like it's like I get
Then why you selling it?
because he can sell his art to he wants to. You know what I'm saying?
Keep going. See what you saying. Son.
But
Keep
all
going.
right, wait, first Devin go because I know one thing that I kind of side with the baker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, this is so great. Like, I think this is awesome. And let me tell you why. Because it's going to have a very much unwanted side effect to it. Like, basically, if the government sided with the baker in this case,
Which
that
they
means...
did. Which they did.
Yes, that means they're going to have to side with every fucking body's religious,
Baker.
you know what I'm saying, limits and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But they
So-
won't, because if it's not American Christianity, we don't give a fuck.
well, but like this is in Colorado. I don't think it's gonna fly for every state. California won't have that shit. I don't think.
Are they gonna like?
No, I agree
retry
with
this
you on
case?
that. The culture of California, it would possibly have gone differently. But Devin is right. When you set a precedent,
Yeah, like
a
this is
motherfucker could use this precedent set to
Yes.
at least come up with some bullshit to defend.
Yeah,
And that's
for
what
real
is scary.
fuckery, huh?
and if you got to fire a lawyer, like basically,
That's the
it's
point
like
of being a
happened
lawyer.
now. It can happen again.
Yeah, when you're a lawyer, that's
You know what I'm
that's part of
saying?
your job to
Right.
find a precedent to defend your argument.
They always quote cases
That's the point.
like in the past that's like similar, you know what I'm saying? Like I reference the state of fucking Louisiana versus Mastermind.
Yeah.
In this case, we fucking won it then. It's the same fucking shit now. You know, no fucking trial.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Boom.
That's legitimately how it's taught. Like I took media law.
Oh, yeah,
And
okay.
No,
Okay.
that's what we get taught. Like
Right.
you got to be able to find and this is just for media law. So shit, this type,
This is
the major, the
law.
macro.
Like,
but
this
like
is
yeah,
law.
you got to find like to prove your point. And this is why if you're in a relationship, man, sometimes bringing up old shit is not to just throw it in somebody's face, but to establish a context already proven. But that's another talk. But anyway, it's your job as a lawyer to come up with some shit that's already won to your side and use how they want it with your new shit to be like why your argument is worth riding with. And precedents are precedents.
I had to kill my baby because it's part of my religion. God told me to do it.
But
All right,
every
all right,
fucking
see,
state, every culture ain't gonna
Every
fucking.
culture,
you can't,
and
you gotta know
there's
how
also
to
levels
use
to
it.
the shit, dog. And the thing with this one, dog,
But look at
all
this.
right. Now I really don't want to side with the baker because I'm like, fuck, this as a president.
But why
the
did
thing
you
is-
in the first place? Even
Because
if you don't
it's
agree
like,
with
dog,
it, you
it's
know?
your shit. You decide who the fuck you want to sell to or not.
But this is not like dog separation of church and fucking state.
Dog,
son.
religion, belief or not, if I say no, period, for any reason.
You getting it, but the thing is,
But
you're
the
a
government
registered.
cannot side.
You're a
with-
registered business, meaning all this same shit, all the social
But it-
security, all this shit
Right.
they're taking out. Like it's not
You
like
paying
you're
taxes.
not like you're a non-profit. You
Right.
feel me? He's an actual business
for profit.
For
dog.
profit.
That's completely different.
If you was some like you say non-profit organization that he didn't,
or a fucking church.
But he's
or
also,
something.
the thing is, he's also an artist. He has to draw this
it
shit.
don't matter for.
And,
for
he's not,
profit.
and this
Profit.
is his company. It's not like he's working for another company like
For-
Walmart.
He is still
Profit.
paying business taxes and he's still getting write-offs as a business in this government in this
Period.
country. So
Period.
that's why it's like, you know what I mean, Colorado, they pull some okie doke shit, but on some real like before we even get to morality. Cause
Right.
before we even get, because
Never mind, really.
morally, it's already fucked up if you call yourself a Christian. Because the thing is about Christianity, dog, you're supposed to still be trying to win souls over for
Right.
Christ.
Love
You
thy
ain't supposed
fucking neighbor.
you ain't supposed to
Oh.
hate your fellow man. And even if you're selling something to a gay person, you should in the fellowship of that, the ministering in that should be, oh yeah, I sold this to you as a good Christian person. That opens the door for me to kind of maybe get you to my side or some shit.
But the
But
thing
his
is,
thing is
that's not his Christian faith. He believes that, you know what I'm saying?
that is in his Christian book.
You are speculating on that, dog.
That's what he's saying.
That's not
That's
what he said.
He's saying that like, in his Christian faith, dog, you know, for him to make that cake, that'll be going against his religious beliefs.
He said that's violating my relationship with God, and that's not violating
You can
God's
say that about
relationship to
literally
sell
anything.
because it's the thing. I mean, you shouldn't be selling to adulterers. I mean, you shouldn't be selling to
Right.
you know what I mean. They got all kinds of list of motherfuckers if you want to go in that route about
that you
violating.
shouldn't be selling to.
Niggas wearing niggas eating crawfish.
'Cause
you know what I mean? They got all kinds of shit in that book.
Right.
But overall, for what you're telling me is that if I gotta deny a nigga some shit from my shit, I gotta be a non-profit.
I'm saying if you want to have those type of freaking rules set, at the very least.
Like, if there's a nigga that I don't like come in my store and I be like, nah, I ain't selling you shit. I want to be able to do that.
You can do it, but it shouldn't. Like, the government shouldn't side with you in that case if you're doing it on the president of your religious belief.
Discrimination.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the fucking thing. Like, this is a free country. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, we go to places all the time, and it got the sign that says, we reserve the right to fucking refuse service to any fucking body at any time for any fucking reason. People do that, and they're not gonna stop fucking doing that. But if you're doing it on the basis of your fucking religion,
that's wrong.
And the government, like, basically,
sides with that?
Sides with that, like, there's a fucking word. Sides, supports, validates.
Corroborates.
Yeah, like, basically, if they side with you on that, nah, that's unconstitutional.
Jury did it. It's jury vote.
Yeah, nah, like, there is separation of church and state, point blank fucking period. And then you're for fucking profit, too. So, no, you don't get the fucking perks of that. At least not on the basis of your fucking faith. It can't be faith fucking based.
And
you know what I'm
faith
saying?
to sell. And it wasn't. No. Here go the other part of it. It was a wedding cake.
And
so,
by the way,
he didn't want to feel like he was supporting gay marriage,
right?
Because it was a wedding cake that he was making for these gay people. That's the other side of it.
Yeah. Also, if anything we are saying is fucking wrong, please email us at flywithbats@gmail.com. Because nobody's infallible, but that's how I feel about this shit. Like, I think
after
the
hearing y'all
government
talking about it like that, man. Well, fuck the baker, man. Fuck him.
But that's the only connection.
But I do want to have some shit where I can own. Where I can be like, man, fuck you. I ain't selling you shit.
Who would you want to sell shit to?
Just niggas I don't like.
Straight up. I don't fuck with you.
I would rather it be
you
that.
Buy my pancakes.
But my nigga, I would rather somebody not serve me because he don't fuck with me as a person versus my sexuality or my skin tone.
It's gonna be based on your character.
Yeah.
And not on your race or your sexuality. You know
right. I would respect the baker being on that shit. Like, man, that nigga hit my fucking car, and then when that nigga got away with that shit, I won't fuck with that nigga. If I would have been there, I'm like, well,
I saw that nigga stole something from another store, and I was like, man, fuck this bitch.
Nigga. He can't come in. I'd rather that nigga. Yeah. But don't say because these niggas.
Not because I'm black though.
Yeah, son, you are in the business.
Guy telling me that this is cool. My relationship.
Not your fucking imaginary friend.
And the thing is, you could have sold all kind of gay people fucking shit and didn't know it. If one dude would have walked up in that bitch and said, "I'm ordering this wedding cake," whoop-de-woo.
Oh, any fucking cake.
Any cake.
Right.
That's another thing. You don't even.
Wedding
come on,
cake,
son.
Most gay. I ain't gonna say most gay, but I definitely know in the land of the gays, there's a lot of motherfucking cakes and like shit like that. And sweets always good food. So like, dog, you can't tell me that the gays don't be at the bakery.
Man, he said the gays.
And you said they got a lot of cakes in the world of the gays. That means so many things.
It's just, you know what I mean, like. But when I guess I think the man that they roll with, and that's another thing, and that's the thing that works in his favor, that this country is for the majority, Christian nation. I don't care what they say about is freedom of religion. Yeah, you free to do your own thing, but most people here are fucking Christians and come with the perspective of Christianity. So
but this is not a Christian nation.
But that's what we say. But
it's a funny nation because it's supposed to be a nation of all nations.
It's supposed to be a lot of things. But
it's
look at our president and what the fuck he riding on.
Look at
the fact that we've never had a non-Christian president.
Oh no, trust me, I know exactly what you mean. Like the culture of it says that yes, like we are a Christian nation,
even though on paper we're not supposed
to be for sure.
So like so I feel like they played the game of, well, I'm not supportive of gay marriage because my God said that's wrong. Even though there's other people that could have debated even scholarly, biblically on some other shit. That's his reason. So if you got a whole bunch of Christian fucking jury members and they looking at that level of it, they probably just rolled that wave, dog, 7-2.
Then you got to also look at Colorado because you got to be like, wait a minute. So you're liberal enough to have weed legalized and all that to make money as a profit. But when it comes to religious views of like sexuality, that's when the liberalism stopped because there's no real money in it, in a sense. Or at least there's nothing that's profitable about it. So it's all like it just shows how it seems more conservative than really a liberal state.
I'm gonna stand by. I hear that on top of nigga,
Colorado,
weed get smoked on the Republican side and the Democrat side.
yeah.
Racists smoke weed, everybody smoke weed. So
I think they're a conservative state, though. They got a lot of fucking money that goes through there, though. Like Denver and like all them ski resorts and shit. Like those are all high class white people.
they saw the money in the weed. That don't mean they like black people or gay people.
Right,
They just saw the money in the weed.
Right.
You hear me? So I don't even know if that was even their liberalism.
No.
More so as
That's about finance.
they saw the money in the weed because that shit has really helped the economy in a great deal. You feel me?
Yeah.
So so because when you look at some even the most liberalist of white people that will stand up for blacks at times, I don't even notice when they doing racist shit. You know what I mean? They got so many levels and complexities to it.
Yes.
But I just say morally, dog, if you a true person of God and if you want to spout that religion, I thought the core key of that religion was supposed to be love. And if you can't even sell a gay person something because you want to put it on God, nigga, check your own bigotry, dog, because that's what it is.
Even Jesus.
But the thing is though, think about him.
Even Jesus chill with everybody.
But think about him making that cake though, boy. Because he has to make the cake. It's like there's a cake made. He can't just put 2 minutes on a regular cake. He about to make this cake.
I hear your point. You right.
As an artist, he got to be like, oh man, I have an inch of this cake I make that I'm creating in my mind. I don't want to even have these thoughts about this. You know what I'm saying? And
that's when you gotta take that's when you gotta take stake in yourself to realize the bigotry in your religion.
Yeah.
Because if you're feeling this way in a religion that's supposed to be love and encompassing all people, you gotta, that's that self time. You're like, okay, talk to yourself, my nigga. Why is this a problem to provide happiness for somebody else? Because the thing is, in your religion, you feel like they're going to hell. They're going to hell anyway.
Right.
So you might as well give some happiness here.
Fuck.
If you really, if you're a fucking Christian and you all about love and shit, it's on God to judge them.
Because you're not all about love. You're all about being better than people. But that's a whole nother conversation.
And you got an inner fucking, you know what I mean?
You got issues
you
fight,
that you don't even realize you got that you don't want face.
Right.
Because I hear you
even with your religion that you probably don't, that you probably subconsciously bury because you don't want to answer the questions that you know you have in the back of your mind. Because you're told to not question.
I'm just saying, son, at a point like what you just said is real, dog. As an artist, he had to make it, and maybe he hated having to make that for gay people and that's thing. But once again, once you have the word hate in your situation, once you got hate in your situation, you need to check yourself if you in a religion of love.
Yeah.
True.
But moving on to the next situation. Oh, well, fuck. We're going to get to what I want to get to, but this is a better segue, dog. Because speaking of this religious stuff, these three
pastors charged with sex trafficking of children in Ohio. Of course.
Speak
of course. I mean, what? What is this? What is this? The fucking sun came up. Oh, that's nice. What the fuck y'all mean, dog?
I'm just mad they black.
I am also. But you know what?
That means they're probably at a Baptist church more than anything.
Oh,
this is a Catholic problem, really.
Dog.
Bing, bing, bing.
Dog.
3 pastors accused of exploiting and abusing teenage girls were indicted this week on federal child sex trafficking charges in Toledo, Ohio. The men, Kenneth Butler.
So wait, I'm sorry. I thought it was some other shit. These niggas sex trafficking.
Yeah, what you thought it was?
Yeah. First, I thought they were just like they call like sleeping with the young girls. No, they selling them. They probably sleeping with them, but they selling them.
That's the definition of sex trafficking. 3
pastors. I didn't hear. Somehow I heard sex without the trafficking. I heard like just sex, like they had sex with them.
Sex. That's the headline.
What's the scenario? Like how are they like able to get the kids? Like, is there like some kind of daycare center, like some kind of school?
They say they're teenagers, so it's probably some kind of trip they went on.
They are accused of sexually assaulting a girl beginning in 2014 when she was 14 through 2017.
Wow.
Some of the abuse is thought to have taken place at hotels and at Greater Life Christian Center in Toledo, where Mr. Haynes was a pastor and used his telephone to record the sexual assaults. What? Mr. Haynes gave the girl money and told her not to tell anyone, saying it would ruin his family and his church. Okay, motherfucker.
Really?
He facilitated the victim being abused by several other men, including Mr. Jenkins, who was a pastor, who repeatedly sexually
with a name like Mr. Jenkins
exploited the girl at his home. He took the girl to his house. And in his office at Abundant Life Ministries, a whole nother church, and in a motel in Toledo. Mr. Jenkins recorded the abuse with his cell phone and paid the girl, these all recording this shit, paid the girl with what he called hush money, court documents said. He also allegedly abused a second girl in March of this year. Mr. Butler, who was a pastor at Kingdom Encounter Family Worship Center in Detroit.
So this is not even at the same church.
And this is in Detroit. About an hour from Toledo, was also indicted on sex trafficking charges involving a third girl who was abused between 2015 and March 2017.
This nigga came all the way from Detroit and did some. Oh my God.
All 3 have religious affiliations and knew each other in that capacity. all three claim to be ministers in one form or another.
Okay, first of all, like, this might be extreme, but I feel like, when are we gonna fucking learn, dog? When are you motherfuckers gonna learn y'all fucking lesson about all these fucking preachers and pastors and deacons and fucking choir people and all these fucking churches with y'all kids, sons, and daughters? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is way too frequent. That's number one. Number two, I think there needs to be some sort of organization, some sort of company, some sort of group of fucking people that just randomly checks on fucking pastors. Just fucking random. Just fucking do some private eye fucking shit. And just see, like, if you go in fucking strange motels with, like, fucking very short fucking females and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's violating their rights.
Of course it is. But I mean, fuck. Like, this shit is really irritating, son. Like, that's the first time I said, like, you know, of course it's fucking extreme.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But,
like,
the thing
It's one
is,
thing to watch a motherfucker that's already done some shit before, but they can't just, go looking at it.
I mean,
of course they can't. Of course they can't. But I mean, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, dog. Like when is this shit gonna stop? Like, I hate it particularly with religious, like, backgrounds, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, people are so vulnerable, dog. Like, they are so weak to that shit, dog. Like that's something that, like, really controls people. And, like, this shit happens way too fucking often, dog. Especially in the fucking church, dog. Like, the church, I feel like I got so many feelings about the church in general, but I feel like, come on, y'all, like, at least let's not be fucking using the church to fucking sexually abuse, children. You know what I'm saying? Like, come the fuck on. You know what I mean? Like y'all, they're the fucking pastors. Like, they're not, like, people that just go to the fucking church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are the church leaders. Like, that's the fucking thing. It's not like the underlings and the fucking people that fucking mop the floors and shit. Like, y'all are the head niggas that's doing this shit. Like, that's what makes this shit, like, even more infuriating, because it's not like it's happening and the fucking leaders of the shit are finding out and it's like, oh my God, how fucking dare you? Like, no, it's the fucking leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas need to be checking, dog, like, on these fucking, like, boards, man. Like, this shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry about that rant, but
it was well needed.
Pisses me off, though, you know?
The one thing I will say against what you just said is one time is too many.
Yeah.
And I just say that to say that I think on the macro, this is a minority situation. I don't think most churches have this problem. I think it is a problem.
I don't know, compared to the Spotlight that had covered in that movie of shit like all those churches and all those stories.
There's like
and
millions
like
of churches. There's millions of churches. So I won't say that this is like...
maybe not every head pastor, but...
I hear more about pastors sleeping with women than pastors, not priests. Like black churches. Like, I'm thinking about the black church.
In black church?
You feel me? Like, there are definite scandals. I will not fight that.
Okay.
But when I put it up against the macro of churches,
I think in black churches it'd be in the quiet way, a lot of that shit be going on.
I'm just saying, I don't want to make this. I don't want to make the stance that your average black pastor can't be trusted around kids. And I don't think so. I'm gonna disagree.
Let me think about that.
Do you think?
You go ahead.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like what Deshaun says, you can't trust no pastor around kids, right? Like, everyone needs to be checked. Like everyone's
men in general. Like, I think if you have a daughter in particular, you need to be. I don't care if it's a pastor. I don't care if it's.
I think that's also a parental thing too, as well.
But
as a parent, like you can't have, like, your spiritual leader, because you can't look past it. They're not human.
They are human. They're very, and that's real. But I grew up in the church. We all grew up in the church. How many situations y'all personally have seen? And, like, I don't hear about this. Like, even if I go on my networks of people that's still in churches, even if I just...
Well, I mean, we can't just go on just what we fucking seen.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
That's the whole point.
That's the truth. But these few stories, if I was to look up every fucking church in America and I look up every story, you already know it would have more churches than stories.
Here's what I actually feel.
Some stories don't come out.
Some don't. But there's even more positive things that we're not documenting.
Yeah, true. That's also very true. But I think the main point about how I feel about just this whole fucking thing, I think churches in general are just way too, like, not regulated. They're way too unregulated.
They run a little too freely.
They just run a little bit too
beyond like the
freely.
scandals of, like, porn and sex trafficking, there's the money finances. You cut. There's so many more of those scandals.
Yeah.
I ain't saying it's a different topic. I'm just saying like how they just need to be regulated, or like what D-Mac saying, all in general.
Yeah,
beyond
just
just
in
like the
general.
fucking thing. Churches in general needs to be regulated all the way
They have
through.
way too much secrecy and like
And everything they
leeway
do.
and privileges of like not having to like answer like certain questions. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that just needs to be tightened up a little bit. Maybe the majority of pastors aren't monsters. You know what I'm saying? But I just
Church
think,
in general is a monster.
Yeah. Just the church culture in general just needs to be fucking regulated just a little bit more tightly. How and in what way, I have no fucking clue. But something needs to happen. It needs to be a little bit different.
Fuck.
My main thing with the church is what you kind of just alluded to too, Joe, about how, and what you just said too, like they're a weak spot, and how we don't regard pastors as human beings, but as the end-all, be-all words of God. And that's how you give them a blind side, because that's Reverend such and such, and that's Pastor such and such.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even when they fucking all the women in the deaconess board, that's still Reverend such and such. I'm going to keep his secret because I don't want to ruin his reputation, because, like, dog, we give pastors so much leeway. That's the thing. I got my issue with the church, too. You feel me? I just didn't want to say that about, because I'm going to just go from personal experience, dog. I done been around a lot of pastors. I done been in church for years before I say fuck that shit. And out of all the issues, them fucking with the girls wasn't the thing.
It wasn't sex trafficking. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, it wasn't stuff like that. It'll be shit like hardcore fuck the gay people type shit. It'll be shit like you saying churches and money and shit. It'll be shit like, you know what I mean? Like this one pastor hated on me hard because I was dating his daughter. I think I told the story before. I used to date this rich ass pastor's daughter in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not gonna say your fucking name, but you're connected to a hair company. And yeah. But like him and his wife would use the word of God to make his daughter not fuck with me.
Yeah,
and I thought that was so wrong.
Oh, don't like niggas, baby.
Dude, that is
That
the
was
art of the
so
Bible.
wrong.
That
And
is
they would
that
use
is
that
Bible
shit.
Kung fu,
The wife
bruh.
would have like, I had a dream he had a demon in him, girl. You need to stay away from him. Or like all kind of shit that they would use. Like, I remember a few times he broke character when he saw me with her. And I was like, ooh, I caught you. You frowned at me, sir. Like I saw you, bitch. And you try to like so many times. I'm like, and even that was like at 17, 16. I dealt with that girl from like 16 to like 19 off and on some shit. But like that's one of my most personal times learning for myself of these niggas human. That this is a man and his daughter I'm dealing with, not Reverend such and such with thousands of fucking listeners. Because he a fire preacher. If you go to this church, I ain't gonna front this nigga.
Yeah, he's all about love and all that. Yeah,
just that too.
Oh,
but
God,
I'm saying,
this, that, and the third. But it's my daughter.
Nigga,
Yeah, like
he used
you're
to
not
say
a
some
fucking
real
guy.
shit. He was one cat that like, because they got some passages you go to and I just completely tune out. It's God, Bible. My brain about to explode. You saying every cliche there is. And there's some passages that come with that life shit where you be like, even if you took God out of this, you saying some real shit, grown man. I'm gonna listen to you. Here's a nigga that I actually respected. But then he started pulling on that fake shit, him and his wife, I was like, oh, all right, human beings. So I fuck with you on that level of dog. Like, remember, they're just the messenger, and the messenger can be definitely not infallible.
Right, dog. Right. They just here to break the word down for you to understand. And all pastors do it differently in different ways.
And a lot of times it's their interpretation of that message, which is my
Exactly.
problem.
Always is.
And that's
Right.
one of my big problems too. With people listen to that person's interpretation. If you go read for yourself, you might have another
completely different
interpretation.
one.
That's why I
Right.
don't trust that Catholic shit with on purpose and that's allowed to read the Bible is the fucking head priest and shit. Where everybody just listen to him and shit. Like, no, nigga, read your Bible. Read your fuck. If that's your thing, read your Bible. See what's really in there and see how you interpret it. Not what some nigga told you.
Right.
Interpret it for yourself, then challenge it. I used to get in trouble a lot in church, dog, because when I got old enough to start like really being like, yo, and that's when and that's when you get these weird ass answers. And if you got like a certain brain set, a mindset, you be like, that answer's weird, and you're not getting to the bottom what the fuck I'm asking, and I'm not a dumb kid, and I just follow the nigga. But yeah, this is a very human thing,
You
dog.
can't fluff me with these stories right here and this bullshit and these metaphors. I get it. Yes, he slayed the nigga. So did the guy in the fucking Greek story when he hit the one-eyed monster. All right, it's all great stories. But what about the real shit? Where are things buried? Where are the facts?
What about this evidence of this? What about this evidence of that? And I hate when go agree yourself. I lost my thought.
Nah, just straight up, son. It's like all you're doing is question.
Oh, and I hate that they
question
cherry pick what stories they gonna tell us.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, dude.
There's so many
And some of the
things.
stories are the best. Like Job, I love the story of Job. It's one of my favorite. It's just so much that man went through and then didn't die. And just because he had faith, he got everything in return. Even his kids. he got them better.
But
They
we
came
don't-
back better and twice more.
But we don't talk about the treachery. We don't talk about even Jesus saying, "Nigga, kill him at my feet." There's so much stuff. But I don't want to just shit on the Bible right now. We could get deep into it, dog. And I ain't about to go left. That's super left. But I stand by this. If you're a Christian, if you're a fucking Christian, read it for yourself, dog. Do not let nobody else tell you how to fucking think.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. I am not your sheep, nigga. I'll be my own shepherd, dog. Even whatever religion I believe in, dog. Be your own damn shepherd, dog. But next, nigga just had a whole rant on that shit.
Some sex trafficking pastors.
Yeah, fuck them niggas, man.
Well, let's go back to piggyback off something side dog. How y'all feel about J.Prince as we take a, you know what I mean? We gonna take a breather from the heavy shit.
Hold on now.
You hear me? Let's go to a little light affair, nigga. Like
J.Prince, my nigga. All right,
J.Prince shut down the Drake and Pusha T beef, claiming that he told Drake that he need to dead it because we don't sleep with pigs, and where apparently he's saying that Drake was gonna take it would have been career ending
for Kanye and Pusha.
And some people interpret it as also for Drake himself, just for going so low. And
that's what I always say. If he went that low, it'll be fucked up for him.
And that's spurred a whole lot of talk because this has already been a kind of unorthodox beef. Only looking at Drake's actions, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
some of Pusha T's going on Breakfast Club with the shit.
Oh, you mean? Oh yeah, because that going on Breakfast Club breaking down bar for bar his own shit. No, leave that to the fans, Pusha. But I'm gonna go back and say something. Pusha was in the top 3 album sales this week. So
I know why. Because Drake sold him another 30.
I mean but I'm just saying. On side A, we was saying his shit wasn't tracking well, and it turns out
it's tracking
this
well.
Controversy got him his highest selling solo album ever. A lot of people don't even know this is his 3rd solo album. This is his.
I didn't know that. I ain't looking for Pusha T.
I mean, I said this before, dog. Great rapper, boring artist. But how y'all feel about this turn of a whole OG nigga has to now end the beef?
I feel like this. Number one, he had an out when Kanye first said they need to squash it. And J.Prince, I feel like Drake went to J.Prince about this shit. And J.Prince was like, all right, I'll get you out of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really also think that J.Prince shouldn't even say that he had the album. He should have said, I'm squashing this shit. For him to be like, but I let you know I heard the album and it's so cold. And it's like, what kind of media hype bullshit is this, dog? Make it the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to end it for you niggas with y'all sales games.
Please. Tell them, Pastor Joe. Tell them, Joe.
I'm trying to preach to these niggas without trafficking.
Because I'm like, son, that's the wackest part of it to me. Aside from, you know what I mean, they got to step in for you, Drake, and son you, so you still looking like a bitch. But aside from that part, the fact that you going to come in here and say, but it would have ended careers, though. No.
I don't buy that part of it, not one fucking bit.
Don't hype the track that we'll never hear.
Yeah, I do. I do not believe that Drake has a career-ending fucking diss, dog.
It's so cold that once you hear it, your fucking ears are bleeding.
You ain't gonna never fuck with Pusha T ever again, because, dog, he keep on
Kanye.
saying... Yeah,
it was coming I don't know why Drake keep bringing Kanye into it. That's probably why Kanye look, I don't want no beef, bitch. I ain't never said nothing about you.
I told everybody you came out and helped me with 30%.
That's another thing in this beef that I'm not feeling, Drake. You keep coming for Ye ain't even coming for you. What you saying, son?
I was just saying, man, like, because dude keep on saying that he has no skeletons about this shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, push. Like, he ain't got no, like, secrets to hide. Like, he keeps on saying over and over again that everything about him is on top of the board, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I really have to wonder, so what does Drake have?
The rumor was he was gonna out them niggas on their cheating ways, which is cheating,
that's it.
And I'm like, if you and I'm like, Drake, you can't do that.
No, you cannot.
Like even though there's no rules to the beef, who you are, Drake, you can't come. You already been outed as a cheat ass nigga.
Nobody in the game can like say anything about cheating. Like that's why I'm kind of like.
That's like one of those things where it's like, wait, like dog.
Bro, when you get a certain level of rich, cheating is just something different.
That is culture. Like all of y'all niggas cheating.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, like that. Talking about? That's a weird one. It's like dog, because that one's even worse than like talking about like talking about his kids or something. So because like my nigga, like that's cheating. Nigga, you cheat all the time, Drake.
Cheating.
You are known for being fucked up, like with women. So it's like
Drake,
cheating.
We here talking about you being a deadbeat dad, and you come back with cheating.
With cheating? Like nigga, but he might have had more shit. That's the shit that was just leaked to me to take out. He probably had more shit.
He'll have more shit.
Maybe.
And that was so cold.
No, because he doesn't have shit. You know why?
Right.
Because it's not fucking coming out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He does not have anything.
You lost this one, Drake.
If it's not out, it doesn't fucking.
But the thing
exist.
is, it's good. He took a soft loss. He didn't take a hard loss. because this shit was so weak of a fucking battle beef
Nah.
that everybody was like, it's a loss, but who gives a fuck? This shit was whack. Man,
No,
it
it was
might
a
be
hard
whack.
loss. It got whacked with this shit. It's a hard.
We got whacked before this shit.
No, when Pusha put out Story of Addy Don, that was like a sheether for Drake.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
And everybody
And he
hip hop is like, you gotta respond.
And this way he responded on that fucking Instagram.
And that's when it went lame.
That's when it get lame.
That's
and
when it went
then, and now it's just soft.
But it went lame after he took the L, is what I'm saying. The song Story of Addy Don ate him. It's just like how when Remy did the fucking Nicki.
But the thing
it's just
is,
like with Nas did the chicken.
But the thing is with Nicki that fucked her up with Remy is that Nicki's response was poo. Drake set it up to where it's soft landing because we don't know. And his Drake fans will ride out the fact that we'll never know how cold Drake that murdered that nigga. I knew him. Dog, this shit was... We'll have that
Nicki
now.
did not directly respond to Sheether.
But
You know what I
she
mean?
did.
Remy put out something,
Yeah, it
Nicki
wasn't-
put out something, Remy put out Sheether. We ain't hear shit from Nicki for a long time. Then she dropped a little, you know,
Which
she
really,
did the blueprint too. Then she did the blueprint too after she took her L. So she gave a few bars to the situation and moved on. Meaning you lost, bitch. And it's like the exact same thing with Drake. Drake gonna give it a few bars, most likely. He probably recorded the song not for his album that was already done. And he probably
But
gonna
this shit
throw
right
some
here-
sub small
but see,
bars
this
and, you know.
The shit he's doing right now with J.Prince, you know what I'm
whack.
saying? Said it, like it is whack.
It's whack.
But for his fans,
They give him out
it gives him out.
because they can always say, well, J.Prince said it was targeted.
J.Prince, the OG. It's not like anybody else, dog. It's J.Prince.
It's whack, man.
It is so whack, son.
I've never seen
whack,
this happen.
dog.
I
in
feel
my
like
life.
I
J.Prince
can't.
think
I
this shit is
can't.
whack, son.
I can't with any of it.
J.Prince like, man, I gotta do this shit, bro. Save your bitch
Wait, I
ass.
gotta save your bitch ass.
Because then after the fact, J. Prince was saying that, well, Kanye said first that he wanted to date it. And, you know,
Hey,
me and
right.
And me and Kanye was talking, and Kanye was like, I'm a family man. I ain't trying to have beef. Fine. That's nothing to do with Pusha versus Drake.
Right.
Just tell your old dear nigga Drake to stop picking on Kanye. Because even Pusha said, nigga, why you got Kanye in my verses? I want all of the curses.
Like,
Your
keep
bitch
getting out of
ass
this,
keep
nigga.
coming at Ye. Leave Ye alone.
Man, go chilling with his daughter and his son, man. Fuck.
Fuck. And nigga, it's just, dude,
But
I've
dog,
never
that's his
seen
way out,
that
dog.
happen.
He made a way out. He did a
Oh,
light
it's
skin
such-
move and made a way
Oh,
out.
it's so whole.
He sniffled his way out that bitch like a fucking
it's
slimy
such a-
little
So do y'all
slime,
think
dog.
Drake's shit is about to start? Maybe not like downward spiraling.
Nope.
But is
No.
it going to be losing points, like
Nope.
major points for this?
He losing
Nope.
points with real hip hop heads. He's not losing points with his base.
That's how I
Major base
feel.
industry,
Yeah.
anything with commercials, nope, they still
Yeah.
got it.
I
If
think
Drake
they still
album
got
drop
it,
and it's
though.
hot enough,
It's
going
gonna
down.
be what it
Forgiven,
is.
yeah.
As
And
long-
I'll bump it.
And his base is still gonna support him like real niggas.
Yeah.
He lost a lot of niggas. And a lot of niggas, he lost niggas, like certain niggas, but he's still Drake.
certain
That's
niggas,
my entire
he's certain
point, so
niggas.
He's still
doesn't even
Drake.
fucking
And
matter.
even those niggas gonna give the album a listen because they gotta know what they hate.
But see, if Drake would have responded though,
He would have got respect.
Yeah.
he would have got respect, but he would have lost the war.
Maybe, maybe not.
Because he would have shot his own career of who he is
No,
now.
no.
The thing is, Drake is not the battle rapping
Right.
nigga we know from when he was in Oktoberfest and all that shit.
I can't-
Drake is
I
is a
can't-
whole
I
other
He's
thing
still,
now.
he's Drake. He's still a money maker, dog. Chris Brown still make money. So Drake doing this diss on Pusha wouldn't have ended nothing. Drake.
Nothing.
Drake is still the highest selling rapper currently in rap. He's still running the fucking game. Fuck what Ice Cube saying about
Chris Brown
Drake
got
about to
them
be done.
endorsements like Drake do.
But the point is, niggas still gonna want like Chris Brown did way worse shit and still making money in this game.
yeah, he's still making money, dog.
So
but
Drake
Drake
gonna still be good.
But it's more than being good, son. Drake
He can
is
write it off
set,
as
dog.
entertainment.
Man, dog.
He said all kind of fucked up shit in his raps, dog. Misogynistic shit that black women break down. But guess what? He making them big corporations that money.
So,
He is money, and that diss might have brought him down a
Sir,
little.
can I please open these?
Yeah, with my bro, I hear what you're saying about like certain people might not have liked it, but you don't think he could have bounced back with an? It's like it's Drake. He's the Beyonce of rap. Like, for real. That's what he is. I don't
That
fucking
nigga
fuck with
said
Drake, but
he
that's
is the Beyonce
no one's selling numbers like him.
of rap. I
It's
feel
crazy.
that. Yeah,
Even though he a
make,
hoe.
He do make numbers though.
Because he make music for a lot of different reasons. And you know what's funny?
Great businessman.
Even though his shit is misogynistic, a lot of women like his
I
music.
know.
Yep.
A lot of women are misogynists and don't know it, but I'm just saying like
They hate-
they got all kind of people that could. That he has negative things about him that people already talk about, which is why no matter what that diss did would have said, as long as it wasn't anti-American or siding with the Nazis or you know what I mean, something that like if it would have just been petty mess. They'll forget petty mess. And he don't hardly ever say push your name half the time. I don't think he said push your name on Duppy. So it's like, if he didn't say no name, he could be like, touch the song to the white people. They don't listen. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, he got so much respect for Meek. He got so much respect at Duppy. And he just squandered it all. Because they got so many hip hop niggas that, you know, hate on him. Just to hate on him. I don't like him because I feel like his last few albums was lazy. I was a Drake fan. I'm coming from a Drake fan perspective, a former Drake fan perspective a lot of times when I'm dealing with him. That's why I'll be excited to see what you will come with. That's why I was so like, damn, you killed, okay, Dumpy, all right. I wasn't going to instantly be like, oh, that shit was, no, nigga, if you kill it, you kill it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You squandered all that good reverence to be like, nigga, you got W's under your belt to call up Daddy J.Prince.
Hey, it's a way out. It's where he could save face a little bit. He may have lost the hip hop heads, but in his mind, he lost them 3 albums ago. He lost them when we found out about Quentin Miller. He lost them so many times. He like, fuck it, I'll lose him again.
The people can't see. I'm just putting the agreeable shrug, like, yep, shrugging, shrug life. And Black Thought recently was saying, because he just dropped a solo album, and people saying he killing that shit. And
of course, it's Black fucking Thought.
And Black Thought said straight up, you can't be considered top 5 if you don't write your shit.
And that's 100.
Yeah.
That's 100. That's 100 from the words of Black Thought, who's been rapping since forever.
The only thing
shit at 14.
The only thing I threw out there is if you write for other people and people write for you, where does that put you?
As an artist and no longer a hard up rapper, like, you can't be the best MC anymore. You can be the best artist now.
Because I brought up like maybe a long time ago on the podcast of as soon as the ghostwriter shit come for your verses, you get an asterisk by your name in the angles of like top lyricists. Mm-hmm. So even if you do a bunch of fire shit, you gonna always have that asterisk because people put know that not all your words are yours and that doubt.
There's no way to know like which ones were specifically yours and which ones weren't.
There's a way to know if you go to the liner notes and see who, because he credits his writers. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so if you want to go do that research, but like Black Thought said, son, like if you compete with niggas that never have writers and are doing high class, high shit, legendary shit, it's hard to compare you when on some of your big hits that kept you afloat and kept you hot, it wasn't all you. Because part of being the greatest is the lyrical content, but also that's why Jay-Z be winning because he got them numbers when it come to like everything else. You got to be able to do the backpack shit and the commercial shit because that's the most complete,
That's why
rapper.
Kanye was able to do it.
And that's why he's just an artist.
But he's also
not just, I won't say just an artist, like being an artist is a bad thing, but he will never be counted as top 5 lyricist because he don't be hiding them. That's what they like about Ye. He don't be hiding them when he got ghostwriters.
Right.
His album ended with Nicki spinning a line she gave him.
I know,
on
right?
that song.
It's like, yep, I get it from other people, my inspiration, certain things of how I'm gonna do it. But she hear what she said. Also said, I don't know how you're gonna sing it, but yeah, use that.
I mean, but Kanye has always been art first. You know what I mean? Drake sometimes try to get willy nilly.
No, like Drake came in the game as one of the best spitters. So
trying to be.
Like dog.
That
was the thing. I'm a top spitter.
Yeah, that was his aim.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in there with the J. Cole's and the Kendricks. I do my own lyrics. I'm a top spitter. And Big Sean, I'm a top spitter. But soon as you let a nigga write most of your shit and songs and all that the third.
And we don't know if it's most, but a certain.
And I get it, you helping people out and all that, dog.
Which is a great excuse.
A great out again.
He's an out master.
Right.
But you also gotta understand that with that realm, you take yourself out of that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it makes you a better rapper, but it doesn't make it. You're not the top.
Makes you a better artist.
It makes you a better artist, but you're not the top lyricist anymore, or you can't fight for that because this journey as a top lyricist to be that is a one-track journey, and there's not no one who can help you with that journey. That's your own path. You know what I'm saying? It's the warrior's way to be the top MC or be considered.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got to put in the work to get the degree.
Dog, like, and the thing is, that's on that path. On the artist path, it's a different path.
It's a different path, definitely.
But the warrior's path to being the top MC is a long path.
Because Michael Jackson didn't write all his shit.
Did 90% of his shit wasn't written.
You feel me?
Like,
that's why he's known as one of the
from him.
Like one of the best, greatest artists of all time. But you ain't gonna say he's the best songwriter of all time.
And Prince is known for writing all his shit and doing all his instruments, and he's known as one of the best artists. So it's two different artists.
Did Prince write all his own shit?
I want to say
I don't think he wrote all of it. He had collaborators at times.
I don't think anybody's ever written all of their own shit.
When it comes to in the singing realm, huh?
Yeah, like in that, like on that level, like everybody's working with everybody.
There's somebody. I think there's somebody. A few people that wrote on completely their own shit.
I mean, but it's not frowned upon in the same manner.
No, it's not frowned upon.
Like in rap. That's one of the key things about being a spitter, man. You went home, you wrote that shit. It's part of battle culture and all that. Yeah. About like, you wrote this shit. It's from your pen. It's your pen. You're Mr. Poetry. It go even further back to the poetry aspect. Who's the best poet? You know what I mean? Who got the better bars? Whose brain? It really comes down to black people want to be like, I'm smarter than you. I'm more clever than you. I'm competitive. I can beat you. And when you come from that grounds of it, and that's where hip hop, the battle aspect of it came from. When you get to the point of damn, a nigga is writing your words that you're competing with, like that's gonna always have if you're a hip hop nigga, you're gonna have a certain twinge about it, even if we got the introspection to be objective to see that. But great artists can be measured different in different manners. There's different, ways to measure greatness, even if it's not always to just that one hip hop perspective and scope.
But if you claim, to be an artist that raps this and the third, but you ain't claiming to be the top spitter or top rapper, and you have ghostwriters, in this culture today, I accept it. Because you trying to do some whole other thing. But most of those cats that do that, they do a lot more other exploring, like with their voices and shit.
Just when you say you top 5, keep that shit very
right.
broad.
Yeah.
I'm top 5.
Are you top 5 Billboard?
Top 5 hottest?
Right.
Or top 5. You know what I mean? If you just say top 5 and don't get specific, you get passes. Shouts out to Drake and Kanye. Moving on. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, dog, this story that was out there that I want to speak on about this white fan got on stage.
Yeah, he let her get on stage.
He let the white girl get on stage and she started saying nigga, and people trying to tell Kendrick, well, nigga, you got niggas in your rap, so you should be able to let them say that. And nah. Sorry. No.
I'm not going to defend that at all because that's stupid.
Nope.
But I will say this.
Nope.
You really expected that white girl not to say nigga?
Yep. You know why? Because 2 other white people came before her and made sure not to say nigga.
Well, then yeah, she should have learned.
That's what that
That was her arrogance.
That's when you lost it. You
Yeah,
were the third.
she
She
didn't
was the
follow
first.
suit. Right.
2 other white people got on stage and knew to be respectful. Because it's one thing if you in the privacy of your own home, white people, you saying nigga, that's on you, son. But this black man invited you on his stage, meaning now you part of his presence. And once you in that man's presence, don't say nigga, I don't care. That's our music. You're not going to dictate to police what we say in our music. Because at one point, y'all ain't even fuck with our music.
You know what's funny, dog?
You ain't even fuck with
on
us.
the wrong nigga stage, dog. You on Kendrick Lamar stage. You ain't on Future stage, bitch. You can't be. You thought you was about to go on a nigga who be doing songs about like racism and white folks.
Come on.
Gonna let you go to the stage and be like, my nigga, no. White girl. But the fact that you the third one, see, I didn't know she the third one. I thought she just slipped up because it's music. She just trying to da-da-da. And like,
I still to kick the ass
and
off stage.
I still to kick the ass off stage. But by her saying the third, it's like, it really shows that motherfucking arrogance. That whole fucking, I'm gonna do this. This white privilegedness, this white women shit. Over black men shit, because I'm gonna throw that out there. Well, it might not be that. I'm just throwing it out there because I feel like it is there. But but
the optics don't look good
because she was like, "Am I not cool enough for you? Why can't I say it?" It's like, why would you say I'm not cool enough for you?
And I stand by it. Stop arguing with black people for your right to say nigga.
Right.
That should never be an argument ever.
And he handled it like a true gentleman. He just smiled at her, looked at her stupid. Like, you stupid little white girl.
Ass the fuck out of here,
You
son.
going out of there now.
Son,
Get on downstairs.
Nah, son. Y'all, I'm getting tired of y'all white people just be like, oh my God, I'm so clueless. No, you're not clueless.
All right. You fucking know.
What they said on
not clueless.
Dear White People, your girl's like, well, do I watch more BT? Or what do I do? Huh? Because I love that show. Like, remember that?
Yeah, when she was trying to be down, trying to see what she could do
Yeah,
for
white people
black
always
people.
asking what they can fucking do, son.
There's nothing you can do.
Oh,
There's a lot you can do, son.
There's nothing you can do.
But the first thing you can do is shut the fuck up when it comes to our situation and and the things about us.
You can do that.
Check yourself. Check your family members that say crazy shit, and just listen, son. That is as a no-no. You're
That's
not
a
going.
no-no,
We always go back to you're not going to go to any other race and fight for your right to call that Asian person a gook or call that freaking Jewish person a
stick, or
kite.
any of these
you
fucking
ain't gonna
things,
tell them,
dog.
well, welcome. I can't say it, nigga.
But you know what that argument is that? They don't call each other that.
It don't matter, nigga.
But that's not.
They do in their own circles.
I'm about to say, but they do have shit that they call each other.
Yeah.
That's like racist, like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Asian friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be saying like, different types of things like that to each other. Maybe not like the Asian word for like nigger.
Not what white people call them.
like not like that, but like
But
they got like
words,
little
a racist
like
word.
like.
You know not to
stereotypical
say
jokes,
Black
you know what I'm
Asian
saying?
ass.
You know not to say. I don't even call white people rednecks.
I know.
I wouldn't even call you white trash.
Colombians do
Like it's
call.
cool.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
and that's nowhere near as bad as nigga.
Colombians do be calling Mexican wetbacks, and they both Hispanic. I be wondering like,
I mean, that's their shit. I ain't got no stakes in that shit. All I know is as a white person in America, especially like I said, especially when I throw in that side I said earlier. When hip hop came out, y'all wasn't fucking with it. Your whole thing was designed against us.
Yeah.
This was our music, so we all thought we was only talking to
music.
each other. It's not our fault that y'all started seeing money in it, and then now y'all want to get behind it. And if you want to get behind it, it's still, we gonna talk how we've been talking. You can't come after the fact and tell us, well, y'all need to stop saying nigga in your raps. Bitch! You weren't even fucking with it!
It's just like it's just like with this fucking weed
Leeches?
shit, dog. Like they've been fucking saying, potheads this and that, you know what I'm saying, for years and years and years. Now that they see that it's fucking cracking and it's actually making money, now you want to participate.
But it's even worse than that because now you trying to dictate some shit when you weren't at the top when the rules were set. The top of hip hop, the rules were set that this how the fuck we talk to each other because we black and this is our culture, this is our music.
Right
and y'all was now riding away. Then when it got profitable, you gonna come back and tone police us and our shit that you stealing money from? White people are something.
They're
That's what they are fucking something,
Sorry
dog.
for being general, but
Dude,
white people are something.
it tripped me out how that conversation became. He has it in his music. He shouldn't say it, bitch.
Wow.
You don't tell y'all white artists what to do, bitch.
Right.
Fuck you.
Tell me how you
Respect
really feel.
people, dog.
Especially with all that country music having a lot of talking about abuse and shit and alcoholism. Like, we don't tell y'all, say, bruh, stop talking about how much y'all hit y'all women and they ain't gonna make love to another.
Cause, bro, they do not respect minorities, dog. This is a fucking respect shit, dog. They don't treat us the same fucking way, dog. We're held to a different fucking system of laws and critiques and every fucking thing else, dog. It's just, it's the ultimate double standard that we've been dealing with, son.
I swear to God, if a gay rapper came out, he was like, man, this is for my fags. This is for my fags. I'm not gonna go around no gay dude and be like, this is for my fags. No, nigga.
Right. I can't.
No.
I wouldn't.
And especially if they say, don't do that.
What a scenario.
Right, if I say,
say,
you'd be like,
don't
nah,
do
that's
that.
our word.
No problem.
I don't care if 30 people say do it and one of them say don't do it. The fact that one of them feels offended by it, dog, I'm gonna leave it alone, dog.
Like that Van Lathan conversation with that comedian nigga who said that straight white male is the new nigga.
That laughable shit. I don't know if y'all heard about that shit, dog. Yeah, like there was some
I can't think
interview,
of his name.
dog.
It was Van Lathan
Yeah.
and keep saying what you're saying.
Bro, this motherfucker had the caucasity to say,
caucasity.
dog, that straight white male is the same thing as nigger, basically.
Wasn't that Bill Maher that said that?
Nope.
No, fuck.
It was this
like
white
some
this
fucking
comedian.
straight white male.
Yeah, and he's also a host on something else.
Another comedian just like Bill Maher, though, that said
apparently
Straight
both
is his
Vernon
name.
and,
What's his name? John. Comedian slam for saying straight white male is the new Josh Denny. That's his name. Josh Denny, and he said this on Twitter, and of course got backlash. But I give him that. He got hit the balls to go on Van Lathan, and that's a cat that checked Kanye at TMZ. Went on that man podcast, and they had a conversation about it. And he was trying to he was trying to explain the shit in a manner of how. Fuck his point. It don't matter. But he tried to make some point about it. But the point that we're talking about, even within that argument, even in that discussion, I mean to say, he said nigger to explain some joke that he has about his racist relatives. And Van Lathan told him, don't say that.
Don't say that, please. And
then he did it again. And then Van Lathan checked him on it. And he was like, well, I'm just trying to get you to understand where I'm coming from, the context of my joke. And Van Lathan said, no. I already told you that's offending me, that affects me in some way. And like you said about white arrogance and stuff, but you feeling like your point and your joke and
so
much more important than my feelings about it, that you said it anyway, even if I told you I have a problem. And that happens so much across the board when it comes to shit of this nature.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just on the micro of shit, dog. The small things of a conversation, like, dog, just don't say it. Just imagine on the bigger scale of shit.
And that happens every time in the
Every
privileged situation. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Whites do it to blacks. Men do it to women. Mm-hmm. Straight do it to gays. We all do it because I watch it up and down my wall.
Hetero gays do it to femme gays.
Dude, all up and down my wall, son. I see these things happening.
And let's not talk about trans.
And it all, dude, that's what happened. Oh, something trans related happened. I can't remember this guy. That was a whole other crazy shit. Some nigga was so active. Anyway, but it happens so much because it trips me out because like when I see nigga, okay, like you're a black man, dog. You know what it's like to be oppressed.
Right.
When I see you doing the same rhetoric that either white people do to us, to women, or to gays, I'd be like, son, you sound like the white man right now, and you don't even realize it. Sometimes it's like you gotta check yourself. Am I sounding like a bigot? Or that's, you know what I mean? That's when I started catching like some of my most sexist and homophobic and transphobic shit when something I'm saying is like, wait, where am I coming from with this? Why am I, you know what I mean? Why am I comfortable? Why, you know, and it becomes a thing. Like, it becomes a thing. Oh, me and a dude, and we had a respectful back and forth for once, but he was against calling a trans woman a she. That's what it was that I had on my wall. And I give this to Maurice. It never divvied into like insults. It just, he said his reasonings, and I was like, you know, my whole deal with it is that I was not hurting you at all. Like, you know what I mean? If I introduce myself as Marcus, and you find out that my name is Jerome or Sandy or some shit, don't start calling me Sandy if I told you my name was fucking Marcus. You know what I'm saying? If my name is Martin, and I tell some white man...
Can I question you, though? Why your name is on the internet is this, but you go by that?
You can ask a question, but you can't take it upon yourself to just call me something that I didn't tell you to call me. And I'm saying even more so, let's say on some white shit, if a white man just started calling me Marty, and I say, man, my name Martin, and he keep calling me Marty, and that would fuck with me, you know what I mean? Or if he just called me boy, and I'm like, dog, don't do that shit, you know what I mean? At a point, like, it just comes to personal courtesies of, hey, you might not even understand it. It might go because you start saying, man, it goes against women's rights. Nigga, trans people ain't going against women's rights. They got a lot of women supporting trans people. Dog, kill all that noise, dog. Taking your own bigotry and wonder why is it so hard for you to do for real. Right. Not no bullshit you coming up with to justify it. But we had a great conversation, dog. But it's an interesting thing because at one point I refused to say call a fucking trans woman a she. I refused. And then once again, you check yourself. But why? Why am I refusing this? And it was almost like I even talked to them. I was seeing myself on the other side, like, damn, dog, like. I can see now from friendships with different people, or like just all kind of things. I can see now my ignorance, and it's just interesting seeing like, damn, dog, you ignorant and you don't even realize it, and you is a whole black man, and you would be right there next to me if some black boy got shot, talking about how white people don't get it, but you sitting up here not getting it, and even the other dude I talk to who don't get it for the women perspective, call them all hoes, and it's like, damn, niggas like
because some things, dog, is beyond color and human nature of the man.
Human nature.
It just goes beyond that shit, dog. It goes beyond race and all that shit of what, like, how you feel as a boy and what you feel as a girl on certain levels of shit. And so sometimes, dog, it'd be hard to take away with that shit because you know it doesn't have it's a feeling and it's a spiritual thing in some case of how people was. But even with spiritual, we don't really have no scientific fact on that. So that can be in a sense with a feeling. So it's hard for you to agree with something for someone that. Like innately just change themselves because they can, and the thing with being trans that I don't see a problem in, but it does have its gripes in the sense of, you know, though you always felt like you were a woman, you have the privileges of a man, and
but do you? Because a lot of times those type of quote unquote men don't be seen as men in our society. They fall in a weird place because if nigga think you sweet, they gonna judge you different than a nigga that's masculine. You know what I'm saying? And
I still think he'd be more privileged than a woman.
To a degree, yeah, definitely. But
he may be.
But he denouncing all his privileges as a man because he don't even want it. But I wouldn't even. I didn't want to get caught up in.
Step into a woman's shoes, though. You know.
He always thought he was a woman.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. That can, for certain people can be a feeling of like, dog, this is what you feel. I can't like I. But the thing is,
don't hurt you none.
It doesn't. It's not about how you think they feel. It's just the respect of what they want to be called. That's what the bottom line is. But
it don't hurt none. But
I can understand that, like, dog, I can't respect.
I feel like a lot of niggas.
What you want to be called because.
I feel like a lot of niggas don't want to call them trans women she is because that means that you're accepting that it's a woman and you don't feel like that means that you're attracted to her because a lot of niggas feel like women are just there.
I wouldn't say attracted. I wouldn't even say attracted.
That's what I was gonna say about that whole fucking thing. Like, cause me personally, I don't know if this is bad or not, but it's just how I fucking feel. If they want to be called she, I'm gonna call them she. That is totally fine. Now, do I think you're a she like
my mother?
Like my mom? Honestly, no. And that's just how I fucking feel about that. But if you only just want me to, like, call you she because that's just how you feel about it, I'm still going to do that regardless of how I feel about it. Like, if it just makes you feel better, then cool.
And I'm just saying the homophobia in it comes from once I nod you a woman, because some niggas can't see women just as women. Like, it's women as something I would fuck. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas is like that of seeing a woman as something I would fuck. So if I throw this person I think is a nigga into I would fuck pool, then, oh no, I'm gay. Versus, my nigga, this is a human fucking being. Wants to be respected as a woman, all right, you're a woman, fine. I'm not I'm trying to fuck you or anything. Okay, you're a woman, fine, you're a woman. If that's how you want to present, good. It's not doing nothing to me.
Yeah,
like, it don't hurt my world.
It's not hurting me.
Don't hurt my
world.
What
I'm saying? So it's like, if you want to be treated like a woman, basically, because that's what you feel that you are, and you want to be called she on top of all of that, I'm totally fine with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can totally handle that. But while I'm doing that, I feel like I can also still just have my own personal biases and, just things I still got to fucking work on about it, maybe. But, I can still treat you the way you want to be treated.
I mean, dog, a trans woman is a woman, but their paths are different than those of other women.
You have a different journey as a woman and your woman
Yeah.
into your woman because that's the thing.
Yeah.
Because it's a slippery slope. We've had this discussion before previously on the podcast. It's a slippery slope when you start trying to define what is manhood, what is womanhood.
Right.
You feel me? What dictates that this trans woman isn't a woman? You feel me?
The
Like
trans woman, dog. The
there's-
trans woman's road is a very road of its own, dog. And to be in that
is.
road
It's something
is to have a lot of
completely
courage to yourself too, because that road is the least traveled, dog, and the most ridiculed and the most denounced and really the most tabooish.
And that's why I'm saying, like, when the nigga bring up all these struggles, that's disrespecting the woman's struggle and the trans men that were disrespecting the man. So I'm like, my nigga, you act like they don't have a struggle though. You act like even trying like that journey, nigga. Like even with just being gay in this country, that's not for gay people. To this day, people like, man, gays getting too much shit on TV now. They taking over, bitch. Even if you brought up every gay character that's on TV right now, there's triple thousand more straight characters. You hear me? The fact that you like that's like when white people get mad that black people finally getting shit. Nigga, how many white TV shows? That's TV. Nigga, that's TV. So don't hate on gay characters finally getting some shine as if gay ain't been around.
You know what it is? Most niggas, it's not even the gay, like, because the gay niggas been around in their life. It's not like they don't know gay niggas. It's just that they want the gay that they want. They want to see the gay as much as they want to see.
Some people are like that, and some people don't want to see gay. That I'm specifically
that's
talking.
Like, I think people just don't.
Dog, you throwing nuance
into
into some of these niggas that ain't got the nuance. Dog, some niggas is straight saying straight up. My words are.
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that gay shit. It's an agenda. They trying to make us gay. They trying to make my kids gay. That's the shit they say. Right. I don't want this gay shit on my TV. Let me bring homosexuality as a topic to my kid, which they most likely won't, or any kind of responsible way.
Which
when
I
they say
think
shit
is
like
one
that.
of the most dumbest things
You hear
ever
me?
in the world.
So so when you talk about this homophobia, so now you talk about the trans people shit, which is way less understandable to people and way less accepted, son. That is a journey. That's a road. I'm not about to add to your trauma by calling you he if you at. All right, Why would I do that?
Niggas not even ready for drag queen.
Why would I do that, my nigga? So dog, it's just
nothing.
Dog, once again, it go back to what we was talking about earlier, dog. We stepping in love? Are we stepping in positivity? Are we just stepping? Are we just on some bullshit, son? Because there's no place in love for me to be able to see why, if this motherfucker want to be respected as a human being, I'm respecting you how you want to be respected in your space.
But one can argue about the open door that leads to that Richard Dolezal shit. And there's this other woman that's like not like who really bleached her skin to where she's chocolate in a motherfucker. She said even through her skin bleaching, her hair became the nap.
That's not an open door. That's not an open door. It's not, because anytime somebody does that, they go. We already explained this shit. I'll go back to what we said before. They go to the black stereotypes. They always go to the black stereotypes. They always go to black stereotypes. You can find every color of trans woman out there. They don't just go to this is my stereotype of a woman. They got all kind of trans women. Every time one of them white people say they try, and it's only like 2 or 3 that's ever happened in the millions. So out of all the billions of people in the world, y'all few, and you can get me to believe that y'all the few trans, even though you can go all over the country and find transgenders. No, sorry. The shit don't fly. You need to stop doing stereotypes. Just be white and like black people. That's fine. You can be white. But don't pull that shit. And every time the parents come out and be like, they weren't like that when they were kids. This shit just popped up. Majority of trans people be feeling that way since they was fucking adolescents. No. Sorry. No open doors. Because the bigots try to use that shit and they be like, what about the cat people? That person thinks she a cat. She changed her face to a cat. Look what it opened up to the fit. Nigga, that is dumb. Yeah, don't get to those specific things when we literally got thousands of examples over here, but you're going to want to find what you say, the anomaly situation. There's a word for that when you use the anomaly to build your case as if they ain't got, I wish I could think of the word, as if they ain't got thousands of shit that disproves your fucking anomaly situation or show that even if there is an anomaly, majority rules, bruh. Majority rules. And all that is still, the fight still comes down to taking their power. And that's what the circle I was going back with. People in power, anybody with privilege get kind of scary when they start losing it.
You're right.
But what's next? Because I forgot what we was
heartbreaking. That's what's next.
15-year-old reportedly found dead and mutilated and is getting no news coverage. Her name is Sandaria Davis, I believe.
Dead, mutilated? What the fuck?
Yeah, Sandaria Davis.
Okay.
And
at her house, huh?
Yeah, man. On April 25th, 15-year-old Sandaria Davis was last seen leaving her East Garfield Park neighborhood in Chicago. They had not seen her her friends and family had not heard from her since. Sadly, on May 11, Davis's body, come on, y'all in these damn pop-ups, dog. Davis's body was found 6 blocks away from the park, according to Chicago Times. Little else is known about the teen's death. Reports on social media say Davis was mutilated and some of her organs were missing. Fingers were cut off. Body parts were removed. And it's apparently not the first one in that area.
One of her people owe somebody something.
Not necessarily.
Organ removal?
Nah, that's a trafficking situation a lot of times.
So why would you cut the fingers then? Because you can't really do shit with fingers besides remove fingerprints.
Nigga don't need a reason to do that type of fucking
the
shit.
fingers,
You have to be a sadist.
That too, but once again, on the flip of the organs, dog, anything in context could happen as to why the fingers got removed. Organs in particular.
Yeah, organs. That's
a market.
It's like really damn. Y'all got a butcher out there taking niggas out.
That's a market. And a lot of women that get going through them sex trafficking situations, once they get used up and killed and shit, used up, done with, so they won't be around, they get killed, and that type of shit that happen too. That's why all that shit fucked up, dog. Like, it's trippy. But it's like, but my thing was, I just wanted to bring, like, I wanted to say the name on the podcast, if nothing else, because it is not getting the waves of coverage that we're giving Bill Cosby and Trump or whatnot.
It's not gonna get the waves, dog. And real talk,
or if it was a black boy.
Real talk, most of the stories of good and bad under Trump's administration, if it ain't nothing to the racist left or white or something we're taken down with some kind of sexual scandal, like you said earlier, it ain't about to hit the news, dog. I'm starting to realize that for the most part, dog. Under Trump's administration, I ain't seen too much positive shit hit the news. I ain't seen too much negative shit that happened that was black or minority related hit the news, like on a major way. But I do see a lot of this motherfucking leftist ass racist shit always popping up, and I see a lot of Trump shit popping up, and a few sexual allegations here and there to sprinkle in.
I just want to say her name, Sadaria Davis, dog. Like, it's just throw it out there, man. Like, they got shit happening. It's one of those things where you always say.
I'm pretty sure there's like 30 Sadaria Hayes stories, dog.
Exactly, that's what I'm about to say. Like we always say about the level of, every time you see one that's popping, imagine there's probably like 50 more that we're not gonna hear about because we barely hearing about this.
Sadaria Davis, my bad.
You feel me? Because and like I only got a couple more stories I want to get to, and we out this ETOUFEE, son. Because a few things I like. Wait, what? You know what I mean? Like that cop, that dean that shot that student.
Bruh.
You heard me? Heard about that shit? The dean shot the student.
That should have been Daily Dose of America. Because that motherfucker, I thought that shit was hilarious. That boy said, son.
That was such a stupid setup.
He was like, you ain't got my money? All right, come on. like I was like, son, you the dean. How you gonna thug out on this man and you the dean?
He needs to fucking fry, son. Like, you shot a child, dog.
He shot a child after pushing the kid to fucking sell drugs for him.
After you fucking, like, turn him into a fucking pusher.
He's a drug dealing dean. Like, what the fuck? How'd you become the dean and you drug deal?
Dog. I don't.
What kind of mind you got, son? He's like, you know what? I'm gonna take this school shit to a whole nother level.
I'm gonna be these niggas for real.
But they don't want to bring the school of hard knocks in this bitch. No, he's got kids pushing for me. He said, help it last.
I got these niggas on the block and on the books.
No, he's basically saying these kids ain't gonna get no better, man. They might as well get this drugs from me and hustle good. And if they, and guess what?
When one of them come up short, I'm blasting their fucking ass.
And he's lucky I didn't headshot his ass. I shot him in his ass. I give him a warning shot. That's just like blessing us a D.
That is just hard.
That's like the paddle for bad niggas, like in some kind of realm in his mind. Because I just don't see it. He's an educational nigga, and he shot his nigga.
I just hate that.
Because he came up short.
He fuck with our kids, man.
Like, in the streets, though, like, I take it to some street shit, son. Fuck with the kids or not, dog. It happens like that when you step in that realm of this gutter shit. But you the dean, son.
And
like,
that's what I'm saying. That's the main crux I'm saying.
How did it never cross your mind? You can't do this, I'm saying. It's like
that pastor shit we just was talking about.
Right, dog. Like, you're the one that's supposed to be protecting the fucking youth, dog. The fucking youth, dog. That's the... Like, we say that shit, but, bruh, the fucking youth is really one of the most important fucking shit that... Like... You are turning them into fucking monsters and releasing them on us.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the way to put it, dog. And you
fucking wonder why we got fucking crime and shit. Like, look what the fuck y'all are breeding. Like, out of here, bro.
You shot this man.
Dog, I don't get it. Meanwhile,
I'm jerked out by this shit, but I saw that story and I was rolling. I was like, I can't believe this shit.
Son, that shit.
It is not funny.
It blew me, dog. Because I read that story at the same time I found out about that Georgia teen with no prior record got sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Right,
but still in a pair of sentence when he was 15 years old. Dog, they got little white girls that they let off the hook on this daily in malls and shit. And y'all give this man 5 years.
Sometimes in New Orleans, dog, I forget about how fucked up laws in a lot of other places are as far as like how they give the levels of shit, dog. Because some things in New Orleans we get a little liberal about, but in other places, dog, like Georgia, what you think will be a liberal state in some liberal places, be hitting niggas with some mad charges for some low life shit, dog. Give niggas the blues.
Well, black people.
There's black people,
Black-
100%.
Like that's what it's going down. I'm
Give
like,
niggas the blues.
I mean, I'm just
Alabama,
saying.
Texas.
I mean, we covering shit like the affluenza kid killed people, and he was able to blame it on shit. But we had this feel like they don't never see us as actual children. Like that's a child. He was 15. You don't give him years in real prison. Now that he 18, to give him 5 years in real prison for what he did at 15. And I'm like, God damn it, like y'all crazy out here, son.
They been said that, dog. The judicial system never saw fucking black people as like kids as children, dog. Never, dog. Kids from the age of has been tried as men since like 9 and 10. They got cases of it, dog. Even cases like where they committed murder. Not saying that the kids was right, dog, but they were tried like fucking men, dog. As kids, 9 and 10. Dog.
It's just so hypocritical, dog. And then like
you wear a certain size, you look a certain thing, dog. Especially in today's age, dog. You over 100-something pounds and you over a certain height. And you got a little bit of peach fuzz, my nigga. You ain't no kid no more, dog. Once most kids is black hit 15, you might as well recognize that the world see you as a man.
I mean, and who they decide to have that judgment on is so funny because they just y'all saw that cop that went viral, right?
Oh,
the one that was saying like, "Oh, y'all saying fuck the police."
I like him.
He got fired.
I know.
Fired.
Now all the cops that need to get fired for some shit. I don't even mad at him. He had his little rant. Have your rant, black man.
His rant was funny. I liked it because like I understand what he's talking about. He was like, "Bruh,"
but y'all fired him.
But no, but
y'all ain't gonna fire niggas killing us though.
Here's the thing though, dog. Like I read that article. He was already in talks with his higher ups about leaving anyway.
I heard that too.
Like he was already
so like some last straw shit.
Yeah, he had been telling people on the force that he wasn't gonna like be there anymore or whatever.
You can even hear in this little rant on the video because he's like, I'm tired of this shit. Like I'm just like I'm done with all this shit. I'm about to let this shit go.
I still see it, dog. We're in a country where cops get paid leave for all kind of crazy shit, and this man having a viral rant.
And this is then
like, damn,
but then
nigga.
the way he ended that bitch was so G, because he ended that bitch off was like free Kodak Black and turns up Kodak Black. He turns out just like bumping this shit.
That's free speech, bitch. I won't ride for Roseanne and shit.
Right.
That's free speech.
Yeah, me, my nigga had a whole free speech moment.
And his free speech had nothing to do with white folks. That's funny enough, because know what he said? He said, dog, he said something that relates to his own kids, because it seemed like he's kind of a comedian as well. He was like, man, fuck the police, man, fuck you. You know, don't call me when Pookie running around, they hit the wet stick, and he walking around here naked, and then I gotta fight his ass, so I hit him with the taser. That shit don't work. I try to square up with him. That don't work, man. Y'all can have that shit. You know, it's like, dog, like, he was really like, man, that's a real case, son. You really did fight a nigga. You tried, like, on that wet stick in the hood. I can see that happening.
On that wet
he did clicked out on you on them clickums, and now he done got super strength, and you like, bruh, y'all saying fuck me? Fuck this nigga right here, bro. He's impossible, man. You know what? Free Kodak Black. That's what you talking about. Free Kodak. Free that nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck Pookie who's smoking his wet stick.
The one time where you ain't gonna hear me being mad at a cop. I'm like, well, cop, have your day, dog. It's just when I was looking at all these stories and all these things.
You know what's funny though? They say fuck the police, and he stands up for police. He gets fired.
Yeah.
The lady way back when who got fired for being viral for the police thing too said the same thing, like kind of the same. I ain't even fuck police, but like on some like, you know,
the black lady who said that we fuck up. I remember that.
And she got fired.
Yeah, I mean they
white folks say that police say racist shit in their videos all the time. They don't, besides killing, just on the videos alone. If you want to compare just videos, they say this shit all the time. Though nothing happened, dog. This is a black thing, son. This whole system in the police system designed for not black folks to make it on minorities, dog. If they do make it, they gotta make it through the white way.
Water is wet.
And water is fucking wet.
You know
man.
I'll be saying just to sum up all these situations that we've been talking about, dog. Like, I think the main thing is, dog, like self-awareness, bitch. Like, dog, because we're in a hypocritical time and a hypocritical world. If you ain't even realizing the output that you putting out there, or if you ain't looking at yourself to at least try to grow, you could be one of these crazy motherfuckers, or you could be somebody in one of these crazy ass situations that you need not be in. If you, just like we said about Chris Brown, son, whether you help that nigga rape that chick or not, son, all your actions leading up to this and you not checking yourself early is what got you in a lot of your fuck shit.
True.
If you look at a lot of different things, dog, First take self to task. First take self to task, dog. Because whether it's the Dean nigga that shot people, or whether we talking about the government, whether we been talking about Drake with J.Prince, whether we talking about all these situations, dog, at some point the tragedy struck because motherfucker didn't check themselves or like look at the bigger picture in the situation, dog. So if anything else, dog, perspective, dog, is a motherfucker,
perspective,
dog.
that is the word.
So that was that ETOUFEE
of the
day.
Of the motherfucking day.
Woo!
Man, oh man.
And now everybody get into that Daily Dose of America.
All right.
Stop the madness. 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 Stop the
apparently this like high school student get in trouble because he put his high school on Craigslist just for sale.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
You should, son.
Fucking
You-
sell this bitch.
Throw the whole
Sell it.
school away.
Throw this whole bitch away.
I mean, you should get in trouble, son, but it's still funny.
He should get kicked out though, dog.
Yeah, I don't think he should be kicked out.
No, you should be kicked out. You probably should scrub the fucking school down.
Something like that.
Go like some old punishments you see on TV.
So
I had a nigga like rubbing off the paint off the motherfucker.
I'll joke now. So they said other people. He said his little boy name is Kylan Shield, and other people are going to release live mice, or building a beach because they do prank shits there. And I thought let's do something more laid back. So they're just gonna build a beach in the front lobby. This is white shit. And I thought let's do something more laid back. So I just decided to post a school for sale. He listed Truman High School for a reasonable price of $12,275 on Craigslist.
Damn.
His post described the building as a huge 20-plus room facility and listed the following selling points. Newly built football field. Newly added 4 modern-day rooms. Next to Walmart for convenience. Huge parking lot. Great for party goers looking for somewhere to park. Bigger than normal dining room. Reason for sale is due to loss of students coming up. Named after hometown resident U.S. President Harry S. Truman and his family. But while Shield internet hijinks didn't cause a headache for school janitors or violating the health codes, that loss of students comment concerned school administrators enough not that they took action. I decided to say the reason we're selling this is because of the loss of students because the senior class is graduating. But the police department detectives investigated the Craigslist ad and decided not to pursue criminal charges, but had told Shield to remove the post. And suggested they spoke to school administrators. What are they saying? So
they thought it might have been like a kind of a threat, kind of.
He tried to relate it back to school shootings.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh damn, that's
I see how
fucked
they
up. A man's
that.
prank can be flipped into like, oh, you trying to murder something, huh?
They thought it was like
that was a weak spot.
They said another part is Shield told the news outlet that the administration suspended him for the remainder of the year.
Yeah.
And it's not allowing him to walk in his graduation.
But he is allowed to graduate. That's fucked up.
The school, it seems, saw the post as an implied threat.
That's fucked up.
They felt like him saying there was less students could be implied to be that he was going to take niggas out.
Yeah, it was only because of the loss of students. Like
and the Craigslist
that fucked the whole thing.
Man,
that's fucked up.
That sucks, though. Yeah,
right.
It sucks.
That sucks.
It's a little bit harsh.
That's the white people problems.
That sucks.
A little bit harsh.
Oh, damn, I did have this thing on the Daily Dose America shit. Did you ever did those though, D? I mean, because I put cop has a fuck the police mantra, and I spoke about him too early, but.
Oh, no, I didn't think of one.
Yeah, last side you said you had one. I was like, all right, we're gonna remember that for the next side.
Oh no, I had talked about that at the Misbelief. It was about that motherfucker on the plane that was fucking masturbating.
Well, nigga, what about him? Shit, we ain't talking about him on here.
Oh well, yeah, well, just in case y'all nobody seen the article. Apparently, this lady, she was taking a flight from Las Vegas to somewhere, flying Southwest, who I like to fly all the fucking time. Never had too many problems with him. Well, apparently, dude was sitting next to her.
We pause. I didn't know on Southwest that ABC shit is dependent upon when you check in. I just thought it was about when you bought your ticket. That's where you fell in, whether you're going to be a C or a B or A. They say, nigga, no.
So the earlier you check in, the better group you get.
Yeah.
Ooh,
never knew
I'm
that.
Checking in like
boom.
on the first minute
boom,
as
boom.
soon as you can.
Never knew that. Just got school recently.
That is
gone.
a life hack.
Nigga, what?
That is
nigga,
a real life hack.
I done been in some middle seats and in some back seats off some dumb shit thinking I just was supposed to settle into my seat.
Damn,
nah,
second
nigga.
time. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. Never forgetting that. So yeah, so dude was sitting next to her on the flight, laptop open, no headphones, just openly watching porn. And like just starts like masturbating in front of the lady. And like she was on some social media, I forgot it was Twitter or Instagram or something, but she had posted like the guy just like shook twice apparently from a orgasm, and I'm completely grossed out and blah blah blah. Southwest, you need to do something about this. And like it wouldn't stop. Like he masturbated a lot, and she couldn't understand like how no flight attendants didn't fucking notice.
Yeah.
She was like, and nobody sees it. Like nobody's saying anything about it. But she just had to deal with this shit. And then to top it up, fucking disgusting. I'm sorry, this got fucking gross. Okay, just warning. Apparently, according to her, guy, whatever tissue he fucking creamed into, he gave it to the flight attendant to throw away. I'm like, that is just too much. That's too much.
That's icing on the cake.
That's too much. Literally. Well, I said, guys, this is what the fuck we have to deal with out here in these streets.
Man,
it's madness.
I got one little small one, man. So
What you got anything to say about this one?
Oh fuck no, bro! This is just the fucking perv on the fucking Mile High Club, just trying to get his way in, dog, jacking off. This
What'd you do?
What I do? I sneak his ass.
It was a woman.
It's a woman. All depend on how fine she is.
I feel like
if she, like with this, I wouldn't sneak her, but if she ain't that fine, then she got to be reported. But if she that fine, I'm actually join in.
women could get away with it way easier.
Yeah, easier.
I couldn't imagine trying to pull my dick out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, man.
I think this though. She did not make a big enough fuss about that shit.
Yep.
She should have spat the fuck out and like got the fuck out and be like, excuse me, this motherfucker is
jacking off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do something about this shit like now.
This is disrespectful.
He's whacking off in front of me.
And who knows what the fuck you got, dog? Because STDs get carried in fucking cum. So, dude, like that is a fucking any type of health risk to like every fucking body.
He is stroking the baloney.
I'm like, are there kids on this flight? Can't this man get hit with some kind of sex charge?
Something. Get him the fuck out of here, dude.
He already got sexual harassment.
Something.
Right.
What you were saying though, Joe? You had one.
Oh man, so check this out. There's a video going on that went viral about this little white boy he went around smashing cars, and so his this other white, like these two older white guys saw him and went like try to get people to call like their parents and shit like that for it. So the little white boy gets in front of this grown ass white man and would not let this white man go away. He just kept bracing in front of him, And the white man sits down, makes another phone call, tells the other little white boy's brother, "Hey man, get your brother." And the guy is just like not let him go, cussing at him and shit. So next thing you know, as he walking off, the boy just wouldn't let him go into the building. Next thing you know, the little boy starts swinging on this man.
Like for real swinging
on him. And the man ducks it. He even makes little jokes about it until after a few swings, the man gets enough. And then takes the little boy and throws his ass on the ground. But this is where the fun part kicks in. Because when the boy hits the ground, he immediately starts screaming hard, crying the hardest cry you ever hear, like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." And then people are looking at the man like, "Did you really just throw that child on the ground?"
Y'all just see this little bitch ass nigga swinging at me? Of course I shoved this one. Like, get your little bitch ass off me.
But the one lady that did see it, that kept trying to get the man to go inside, like they was trying to get there. She saw it all. Was like, "No, this little boy is crazy." And it was like, she was like, "This little boy can't be." And then the guy that was recording was like, "Yeah, he's a fucking angel." And so the little boy, and as soon as he said that, the little boy, who looks like, if you just watch the video where he gets slammed and he's crying, automatically shows you he's not a fucking angel. Because he's like, "You let this fucking guy choke me out, you piece of shit."
He's cussing like a grown ass man, dog. Like,
so
Lord,
the people was like, told the little boy, the women started seeing like, "Oh, this boy's crazy." And it was like, "Oh wait, little boy, look, there's children around here. So why are you cussing like this? Where's your parents?" And he says, "Fuck you, whore."
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm rolling on the ground at this point.
Goddamn.
Because he started cussing at everybody. He was like, "I'm fucking hot here. Fuck you. You let him choke me up. That's fucking child." He's like in this lady's face. "That's fucking child abuse, bitch." And I was like, bruh.
And the fucking way he walked off was like so Eric Cartman, dog. Like, he just fucking just walked away, dog. Didn't turn back, look not one time, dog. I was like, this is like the fucking sad end to a fucking movie. Like, he's just walking off into the sunset.
Right, dog.
Like just a stationary camera. I'm like, fuck,
And I was like, dog, I ain't never seen somebody like just go that hard and then bitch up. To me, that was just even though it was two white people, that was white privilege on white privilege.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hear as a white person. So, thug ass kid. White people get your thug ass kid.
Oh, this was no black kid, boy.
I knew it wasn't, but like I was just about to say, it's a white person, right?
Oh yeah, it is two white.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Fuck you, whore.
What
little black child you know about to say? Fuck you.
No. This whole story is a great moment in white privilege.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's all. I have nothing else to say about it.
That's it. That's your daily dose.
Somebody should have whipped his ass.
Hey, white people, get your thug ass kids because they shooting up schools and they fucking with citizens out here. Oh my God, you goddamn heathens! Get
your
them.
little man.
Get them.
Get your little
Take care of your fucking.
Lock them up.
You know what I mean? But anyway,
thugs.
I don't know. I'm more afraid of white boys than they are of me at this point when it comes to doing some real dangerous shit.
That's
what?
Almost legit.
You know what I mean? Like, you dig? Like, I'm not afraid of you as in I won't check your ass. But as far as general fear as if I'm gonna look at who's gonna might shoot up the place or do some crazy ass shit.
If I see it's 87 degrees and you got a jacket, I might be questionable.
Man, it's like
depending on the size of that jacket.
And whether we talk about violent ones or we talk about niggas like your boy who got off a rape, man, like, y'all white niggas can be dangerous.
Y'all dangerous, dog. Y'all got a
at
dangerous
history.
mind. Y'all like to throw acid on niggas and shit.
But we're the big bad wolves of America, and that was the daily dose right there, man. Let's go to the hero highlight.
Let's get bright about this situation.
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
I'm a winner, the biggest little nigga heaven delivered. Gonna be remembered forever. A fella fighting for better than living regular, hungry, broke, worshiping cheddar. I'm a nomad nigga excelling over you settlers. I've had enough of just enough. Rather death and dust than I'm measuring up. I'm ready to bust. The only pipe addicted to pressure. Cause I'm no nigga, I don't need no woman. Only power that I'm needing staring at me in the mirror. Cause I'm on my me. Cause I'm on my me, bitch. Cause I'm on my me. Look, you can keep your credit, you can keep your help. Even if God ain't got me, then I got myself. Cause I'm on my me, cause I'm on my me, bitch. Cause I'm on my me. Look, and nigga that you know got a dream. And even worse, even more niggas got yours.
Shouts out to that man that took a knee during the national anthem at Trump's White House ceremony. Real nigga. A man took a knee during the national anthem at the Celebration of America event that was held in place after Trump canceled the Philadelphia Eagles White House.
He's like, we still have a party, but fuck the Eagles.
They won't come anyway, bitch. You can't. It's like we say we declined, so you went. Whoa, I didn't want y'all here anyway, bitch. We declined you.
Right.
Instead of welcome the Eagles, Trump held an event to celebrate America. He a whole ass nigga. He the one who told the coaches. But NFL, the whole organization. Anyway,
really?
And according to a video and photos posted to social media, at least 2 of the attendees at that celebration decided to take a knee. A television reporter for Sweden's national television broadcast posted a video of the event Tuesday, in which a man in a light blue shirt kneeling at the United States Marine Band plays the Star Spangled Banner. The man, who could not immediately be identified by USA Today, applauds and stands as the song ends. Though it's a white man. Okay, white man.
There you go.
Let's go.
Probably Jewish.
I'm surprised he didn't jump his fucking ass, really.
No one saw. He took that knee in front of millions of people, at least hundreds of people, thousands.
CNN reporter later posted the picture of a second man reported that he kneeled during the anthem before yelling at Trump, which drew boos. From other attendees nearby. The second man also could not be immediately identified. The playing of the national anthem was followed by brief remarks from Trump and blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, shouts out to both y'all niggas.
Yeah.
White folks taking a stance, putting yourselves out there in the field.
Good
actually
job.
doing the work.
Making a statement for real.
Oh, the second man was black.
Oh, well,
wait. The man who's booed after shout. No, it's a black man who put it out there. The man who's booed based on the pic is Olivier Dolery. Oh, no, it's white men. It's white men. 2 white men, because there you go. Another man was a dark-haired white man.
And he's like a real white man.
Go ahead, white men.
Go ahead, white boy.
We don't hate on all y'all.
Not when you're handling business and holding it down.
Right, when you're doing real nigga shit, we got you, man. And big ups to the 14-year-old kid, man. What's his name, man? Matthew McKenzie, man. He graduated high school and college on the same day.
Oh, my God.
Because you're a genius, kid. You're a fucking genius.
Little black boy. Look at little black boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
2 graduations, dog. Just don't have sex too fast, dog. You're growing up so fast.
I graduated from Chattahoochee Tech with my degree in interdisciplinary studies, and later that night got my diploma from high school, said Matthew.
So what you about to do for the next 4 years?
Go get my PhD.
Work.
Go get my PhD.
Chill.
Please say you can't work.
Nigga, I'm about to play PS4 for the next 4 years until I'm grown.
That boy's homeschooled since he was in 2nd grade.
And dog, that homeschooling, I say this, dog. I know a lot of kids that be homeschooling, they be super smart. It's just the social skills they be lacking.
It depends on the kid. He started dual enrollment at 11 years old, and that is not normal for preteens. I started walking to class, and then the environment got a little more comfortable, and then he started walking himself, and he eased into the transition. Mom, you just put him on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he getting more best of both worlds, really, look like.
Dude, like, I want to be a cosmetic chemist, and I want to start my own line of chemical products. The beauty of things, said Matthew. All right, little Matt. Like, little Matthew.
He said, I want to make some Fenty. But the boy version's going to be Benty.
We got one more hero, because I got one more hero highlight I want to shout out.
What you saying?
It's the same thing with the Eagles, but with LeBron and Steph. They both agreed, no matter who's the champion, neither one was going to the White House for the celebration.
And big ups to is that the Eagles coach who said they can still take knees, right?
No, that was Steve Kerr, which is Golden State Warriors coach.
Warriors coach. No, I'm talking about football, man.
Football?
In football, there's a coach who said if any of his people want to take a knee, he going to pay their fine.
Probably Philadelphia Eagles, dog.
Yeah, it's probably the reason why Trump's so mad, right?
Right.
Coach will pay fines for kneeling.
I like it.
Let me see. Let me look it up right quick. Jets. Oh, there's the Jets.
All right,
All right, Jets.
Yeah.
And they do got. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah, I remember saying that. It is the Jets.
Yeah, that's deep. That's and I'm very curious to see how these players are going to react to this decree from our Lord Trump.
That's what I want to see.
Right, dog. He coming with a dictatorship on y'all niggas, dog.
Because this is like a real chin check, like on some shit. Like, see, the players now have to collectively like answer this.
Right.
So like, are y'all gonna fall in fucking line?
Are you gonna be Drake?
Or y'all gonna fucking rebel?
Trump just Pusha T'd you. He Trump.
Trump. You have to do something now. I want to see.
Pusha
I
Trump
cannot wait
came.
until next season.
Pusha Trump came for
I
y'all
wonder
NFL players. What y'all
gonna
gonna do? That's
Oh,
all.
I cannot wait to see that shit.
And that's what we're gonna leave it off, people.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, this was episode 54, side B.
Side.
You dig? Once again, man, hit us up on what you about to say, motherfucker. I see you over there.
Side black.
We always black in this bitch.
Always.
So send all your comments, questions,
Man,
and the
I'm
like
black,
to flywithbats@gmail.com because I always say, man, I want y'all to be part of the conversation.
Yes, indeed.
You feel me? Like D-Mac said earlier, and if we said anything that's factually incorrect,
Yes.
come check us, please.
Correct us, baby.
We have
Yeah,
to keep
me-
the water clear. You
We
know?
want to keep that water damn clear, man. This is that actor guy, Martin Bass Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell it Mr. Outer. You ain't gonna find me. And for this episode 54, man, we calling it a D.
And of course, this be your boy D the Mac, and you can check me out on IG. That's FrenchBread.kid, and make sure you follow my cool line of apparel. That's at Ya Dig. That's YADIG with dots in between, cause it's an acronym.
You dig?
And yeah, I'm out this bitch. You dig?
Passe Juan. It's Tu Madre, also known as AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roux. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me at your mall house. On Instagram at Alexander the Ape 3 and on Facebook at Joseph Alphaman Pines. For side B54, we out this bitch.
But you're not too Madre. That's Deuce's PlayStation 4 handle.
Number one.
That's his Twitter
So
name.
shout out to
Number
Deuce
one.
the Poet. You did follow him
hold
at
on.
Deuce the Truth on Instagram.
Hold on. Let's correct this right quick.
Biracial 8-year-old boy was hung
Yeah, saw
by
that earlier.
white boys,
Saw it earlier.
and cops refused to give details.
Yeah.
Because it's probably one of their sons.
America!
And dudes don't own the Spanish language.
Nigga, but it's your nigga who calls himself that. That's what nigga trying to
You
say.
said this is too Madre, and you know damn
That's your
well
title.
That's
different.
that's homie title.
Like
That's like if,
see.
That's like if
y'all
somebody
taking it
else
too wrong.
said,
You
my name
expect
is
me to say-
Alpha Joe. No, you are not Alpha Joe. My partner is
No.
Alpha Joe.
Because Deuce is also like not really known as
I'm sorry,
Tu Madre. He's known as Deuce the Poet. Tu Madre is the play on words of the satire of Always Your Mon. And
Yeah.
I was just using it as a satire in that moment. Not to take his name, but to use the word in Spanish of Your Mon.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I'm
that's-
saying?
what
I'm
was
not
he
about to
saying?
do that,
That's
and every
his
time I do it, give it a shout out to Deuce.
Now you're
But
saying that's his thing.
you used it like as if that was your title, because you said this is Tu Madre, as if that's like a moniker of yours.
I never do that. If I do it one time, it's not a joke. I can see if I kept it up.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
And just because that's your direct nigga line, that's his Twitter name.
And that's
too.
why, you know what's funny enough?
That's the only thing that make it like if it was somebody else, that's what make it.
And I was about to
line
say
up.
shout out Deuce, but I was like, I don't know. I'm going to see.
I mean, I would have said shout out dude just because that's been that nigga Twitter name for like over about 2-3 years. That's
wow.
his PlayStation name about 2-3 years. So like as soon as you said that, I was like, that's Deuce. Like in our circle, that's Deuce. I don't
Yeah.
think you was trying to take his title.
Nah, because people
But-
don't know in our circle that's fucking Deuce.
But that's like saying like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I see people I know be like that actor guy. And I'm like, nigga, I'm that actor guy. If you sit in my presence and go,
remind me
this
to
is that
stand
actor
up.
guy, I'm going to look at you like, man, that's me though. You know that's me.
It's that actor guy, Joseph. Spell that Joseph. You ain't gonna be able to fire me.
Feels good, don't it?
Two motherfucking shit. Did you even tell her where to find you before we get out
Oh, yeah, I
here?
did. I told him.
All right, good. So we out here, man. We've been fucking around. We've been talking that shit. We can't wait for y'all to, you know. What am I about to say?
Bye,
Oh.
man. Peace out,
No,
y'all.
I'm about to say something. Oh, yeah. Okay, wait for y'all to hear this, share this, like this, subscribe this, tell your people about this, man. Thank y'all.
Like, share, subscribe.
All
comment.
that.
Yeah. Please
And
like
tell
us.
people in the internationals, dog. We appreciate y'all fucking with us in the internationals.
Passe Juan.
Yeah. Shout out to you wherever you are
Wherever
across
you
the
are.
seas.
Yeah, man. Bye, niggas.
Out there across the ocean.
Couch, hand on my pouch, just waking up, watching Homeboy House. Thinking about the day I had to press rewind, play. When I say being a doctor was my goal, ambition, thing I wanted to be. Until I learned the work that it took, and I would be in infinite debt. Then I imagine myself 80 years old, dead with debt over my head. Too much doubt, gotta go another route. Once I got on the music, I ain't never getting out. I envision my life and how I'ma live it out. kids and a wife, I hope I figure it out. So until then, rule 10, gotta wrap it up, cause life moves on even if we get stuck. So I turn back on the tube, now I'm on the cool, watching set it off, wishing I would make moves. The tipo was a fool, but the blues, it will hit ya. So you stay inside so them bullets might miss ya. You can get your ish ya. Any single day, make beats at my home so I never fade away. Learning notes and keys, I gotta sit alone. I used to pray to God, but we don't get along. Preachers and believers trying to turn me around, but I should still be proud even if I'm not down with G.O.D. My real F-A-T-H-E-R, not in my vision of tomorrow. He's still living, never forgiving. I oughta try and get along, but twice he ran alone, so now I stand alone. But I ain't lonely. Wheat, cheese, and turkey used to be baloney. Smart kid growing up, adapted in an instant. Winning every day, see my past in the distance. I don't regret a thing, cause I love my existence. Kinda militant, but that's just sentiments from living this life. Still got an open mind. People surprised I never been shot or did time. Step out on the porch, nothing ever changed. Stuttering Jerome, old girl, what's her name? There go old Missy. Look at Miss Barbara and the lady who made the frozen cups daughter. Yeah, I got smarter, learned from the dumb, been in my own lane, just never had my own drum. Used to rap about clapping, they never had a gun. I was just imitating, but with a little patience, I'm 3 years ahead of my time and stimulating for me to imagine what would have happened if I was saving like every week. Cause living off pennies ain't sweet, it's bitter. You can be my nigga, but they don't mean that you fam. Trust is like putting a loaded 48 in the hand of a woman or a man who got a tour of your plans. Now you're looking at your casket, the invisible man. Cars and the glam and entertainers demand. Isn't what I need, have me like Joe Queen, Phoenix. I'd rather never have an image, but shout out to the ladies in Jits, whoever did it. I ain't a known rapper, but I represent it. Up on the track, New Orleans to the ending. Looking at a picture, the past feels near, but I'm living in the now when she sold last year. Gotta go to work, do I wanna go to sleep? Been up all night with this beat on repeat, but life don't wait and money don't make itself. I need stability, but what I want is wealth.